baseball facts.
All right, y'all, we're coming in. We are live. We are streaming here at the Trivia Tavern. We're getting ready for another night of fun trivia. Just in case people are starting to come into the room, if you're checking out the stream, thank you for joining us tonight. We got all kinds of fun trivia kicking off. We're just getting started, so just getting set up. You guys know the drill. I'm going to put in that room code, and we're going to kick things off in just a little bit. But yeah, the Trivia Tavern is starting in just about 5 minutes, or a little bit more than 5 minutes, 6 minutes. You guys know the drill. If you don't know the drill, the way it works is every round will be a little different. They'll have a similar theme. At the end of the round, whoever has the most points will get an honorific title. We keep it really fun, really light and breezy. The way to win those titles is to get the most points. The way you get the most points is by getting the most, or getting your answers in the fastest and getting the correct answer. The faster you get those correct answers in, the more points you get. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, at the end of the night, too, we're going to add up all the points you get across the game. Whoever has the most points at the end of the night will be our Trivia Traveler. So we are getting set. I see Steele's in the chat already. Good to see you, Steele. It's kicking off in about 5 minutes. We're kicking off our first round of trivia in 5 minutes.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
Let's go already!
All right, we are back with the 3-minute mark. We are getting ready to go with our first round of trivia coming your way in just a little bit. Now, if it's your first time here at the Trivia Tavern, make sure you go ahead and get set up. What you're going to do is you're going to scan that QR code, or you're going to go to crowd.live and enter that code. I dropped the P, sorry, GPYFH. So that's GPYFH.
You dropped your P?
I did drop my P. Every once in a while that happens. Now, as we like to do it, we always like to have guests here at the Trivia Tavern, and we got Ricardo on the mic with us today. Ricardo, say what's up.
What's up, everybody?
That's right. We have Ricardo joining us, and we also have Melissa joining us for the first time here in the studio.
What up?
Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of fun playing some trivia with them here on the couch. I hope you guys are set up at home. If you guys are getting set up. Yeah, Ricardo's here in the studio this time. So it's a really rare change of pace for you, Steele. You're out here, not here today, and he's here. Maybe you guys are the same person. Who knows?
Miss you, buddy.
Yeah. No, we love you, bud. So we're getting ready for this first round of trivia. Now, I got some funny words up there because you guys know I love my animal trivia. I call this first round of the game a Congress of Baboons and a Google of Nerds. Because we're talking about collectives of names that you give to a group of things. Sometimes how you hear like a group of crows is called murder of crows. That's not going to be one of the clues, so feel free giving that one away. We're talking about all kinds of animal collective names, kind of where they come from, some and stuff like that. So if you guys like animal trivia, this one's going to be for you. But we're going to have 5 more rounds of trivia after this. At the end of every round, whoever has the most points at the end of the round, well, they're going to be the winner for the round, and we're going to give you a fun, silly name. Our fun, silly name for this one, well, we're just going to call you the Alpha Nerd. I think a Google of Nerds is a good collective for nerds. What do you think, Ricardo?
I think it's a great name. So, hey, Danny, what do you call a group of clams?
Ooh, a group of clams. I don't know. What do you call a group of clams?
Linguini.
Ah, yes. Very good. Very good. I love me a good dad joke. Sometimes I tell dad jokes, and sometimes he laughs. So yeah, that was another very, very dumb one. Anyways, we're going to kick it off in just a few seconds. We got some trivia coming away. I see we got our players lining up. We got 7 people in so far, and I know we're going to have more by the end of the game, by the end of the round. We got a lot of fun rounds coming your way. And then at the end of every game, we're going to declare our overall winner, the Trivia Traveler, the person with the most points across 5 different rounds of trivia. So, while we got 20 seconds left, want to remind you, you want to get those answers in as fast as you can to get the highest points. I'll open up the answers so you'll see the question first. You'll see the answers the fastest on your devices, though. So maybe don't wait for me to read them if you want to get those answers in fast. But a word of caution, if you go too fast, you could hit the wrong one, and then you don't get any points. All right, here we go. We're kicking it off with our first question of the game. Cattle, deer, and elephants all travel in groups called blank. So you're going to fill in that blank with one of these words when I open up the boxes, and those words are camps, herds, pods, or streaks. So once again, cattle, deer, and elephants all travel in groups called what? Are they camps, herds, pods, or streaks?
I thought you said Elvis there for a second.
That I said Elvis. Oh, where when the
Cattle, deer, and Elvis.
Oh, and Elvis. Every once in a while, I confuse a pachyderm for Elvis. Yeah, he was the most chunky of our pop stars. All right, let's see what you guys went with. This one was our softball. We had 100% of the answers for herd. Yeah, herd. That's the right answer. Yeah, I almost had this round called a herd of nerds, but then I was like, well, that's kind of the first question. That's gonna give it away. So let's go into it. Let's get into another question. I got more for you for this round. All right, a group of which of these birds is collectively known as a parliament? So you're going to identify the group of birds that goes by a parliament. Is it chickens, geese, owls, or penguins? So once again, a group of which of these birds is collectively known as a parliament? Is it a parliament of chickens, of geese, of owls, or of penguins? You got about 10 more seconds.
It's not Parliament Funkadelic. No.
Oh yeah, no, this animal really wants the funk. They want the funk. Can't stop that funk. All right, let's see our answers that you guys went with for this one. For this one, we had most of our answers. We had 86% of the answers for owls, with 1 answer for geese. Your correct answer, it is a parliament of owls. Yes, I feel like that feels fitting. Owls, we ascribe a bunch of wisdom to them, so that's always fun. So yeah, parliament of owls is your answer for that one. All right, question 3, let's get into it. Which animals do not move in packs? So all of these are pack animals except for one of them. Tell me which one it is. All right, we've got dogs, mules, porcupines, and wolves. So which one of those does not move in packs? Is it dogs, mules, porcupines, or wolves?
This is an interesting one. This is gonna be a stumper, I think.
You think so? Oh, I forgot to shout out our main man Jeff behind the glass. Yeah, he's jumping in.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know.
It's like out of focus, but
No, it's okay. It looks good. You look good. You always look good, Jeff. Alrighty, boss. Let's see what we got for that answer. Your answers that you guys went with. We had one for mules with 88%. We had some people jumping in mid-game, which is always awesome. We got porcupines with most of our answers with 7 answers. Your correct answer was porcupines. Yes, porcupines. I think they're called bristles of porcupines. They have a really, really silly name. I should have looked that one up. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna do 2 more questions. We'll have our mid-round breakdown. All right, now which of these animals collective shares its name with the pouch that holds an archer's arrow? So first you need to know what that's called, then tell me what animal travels in it. Is it cheetahs, chipmunks, cobras, or crabs? So once again, which of these animal collective shares its name with a pouch that holds an archer's arrows? Cheetahs, chipmunks, cobras, or crabs? Yeah, they'll get a little bit harder as we go through the list. Yeah, Jeff. What do you think it is so far? Do you have an inkling there?
No clue.
No clue. Yeah. These always are so fascinating to me because it's one of those things like you know it, you make a good guess, but maybe a guess isn't always good. So let's see what you guys went with. All right, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. We got an even split this time. So we got 1 for cheetahs, 2 for chipmunks, 2 for cobras, and 2 for crabs. The name of that pouch is a quiver. It's a quiver of cobras. Yes. Quiver of cobras. I feel like an arrow is very deadly. A cobra is deadly. I think that's where the logic is there. So yeah, hopefully some of these make some sense.
I know some friendly cobras.
You know some friendly cobras? The only friendly cobras I know are cobras starship. Here we go. We got your next question for you, and this one is about kangaroos. What do Australians call a group of kangaroos? All right, what's a group of kangaroos? Is
The
it
British.
Is it a billabong, a kettle, a mob, or a stubby? Once again, what do Australians call a group of kangaroos? Billabong, kettle, mob, or stubby? You tell me, you're going to get those points. 10 more seconds. Oh, you're saying don't get so close to the mic. All right, y'all. We got your answers in for this one. Let's see what you went with. And after this, we're going to check in, see where our points are for our first 5 questions. All right, so we did have 1 for kettle with 7 answers for a mob. I think when you look at kangaroos, they look like they're into organized crime. It's a mob of kangaroos. Mob of kangaroos is your correct answer.
That's very speciest of you.
I don't know, say it right? I don't know. Look at those guys. Those are some tough guys standing around. They're fighting. They're scrapping. Hey, let's check in and see who's playing with us and find out what the standings are so far. All right. Yeah, here we go. So we got Steelio in first place with 373 points. So Steel rocking it from the couch. Yeah, he is one of our trivia masters. And then Mimi, is that you, Melissa, on the couch? Yeah, so she's in second with 338. And then Darren, 333. So just 5 points behind. And man, Jeff, you just locked that spot in.
King of the fourths.
King of the fourths. There he is. That's actually
definitely it.
It's actually more impressive that you're able to consistently get 4th place. That's very impressive to me.
Do you do it on purpose?
I don't think I'm doing it on purpose. I think it just it just happens.
It just
A
happens.
lot of it's like I'm also listening. I think sometimes I listen to the broadcast, which is like 6 seconds behind, and I'm looking, so I'm listening, and I don't get the clue because I'm listening late.
You know what I'm hearing? A lot of excuses. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
I agree. Yeah, thank you, though.
But yeah, I see also in there we got Big Fatty. So thank you, Big Fatty. That's a great name. Shout us out in the YouTube chat or Twitch, wherever you're watching, because we love that name. We want to talk to you. I also saw J-Dog. J-Dog's playing with us. Jason is out there. And then I also saw Get Barreled. Get Barreled playing. Get Barreled, let me know who's playing on the team. Is that Riley? Is that Wes? That's Nick? I can't remember everybody's names right at the moment, but I'm so stoked to see you guys here. We're going to have a bunch of trivia coming your way in just a little bit. All right, so let me check out our YouTube chat and see what we see. Bum. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're going to get set up for our next set of questions. I do have more questions coming your way for this round. Let's get that scoreboard out of the way and get your next question.
Danny, you sure have a lot of questions.
I do have a lot of questions. You know why? Because there's a lot of answers out there. And if we just go looking, well, we're going to find some. All right, let's go. Question number 6. 2004's Best Picture Oscar winner Crash shares its name with the collective term for what animal? All right, what animal is that? Is it crocodiles, giraffes, peacocks, or rhinos? So once again, the 2004 Best Picture Oscar winner Crash shares its name with the collective for what group of animals? Is it crocodiles, a crash of crocodiles, a crash of giraffes, a crash of peacocks, or a crash of rhinos? Alrighty. I see Mom Zoom is loving the fatty, and that's a great statement to read in the chat. And Nick, thank you for playing. Nick, it's so cool to see you. Thanks for playing tonight, boss. All right, let's see what y'all went with on this one. All right, we got a good split this time, too. We got 2 for our crocodile answer with 1 for giraffe. Most for answers going to rhinos because they do crash around. Yes, a crash of rhinos.
That was a tough one.
That's a tougher one. It's one of those ones that's like once you hear it, I'm like, yeah, though, I hear it, right? It's like a crash of rhinos. That's definitely something that rhinos do. All right, here we go. What cute, cuddly animal group matches monikers with Amazon's digital e-reader? So do you know the name of that e-reader? You might know what group goes by that name. Is it lambs, kittens, piglets, or puppies? So what cute, cuddly animal group matches monikers with Amazon's digital e-readers? Is it lambs, kittens, piglets, or puppies? Tell me which one it is, and you might get some points.
I don't know.
Is it Care Bears?
It should be. That's a great name. So the one we're looking for, right? It's a Kindle. A Kindle of Care Bears is a great answer. Let's see the answers you guys went with. That's fantastic. We had a Kindle of lambs, Kindle of kittens, Kindle of piglets. So 1 each for our last 2 and 5 for lambs. Your correct answer. It's a Kindle of kittens. Yeah, kittens has their own distinction away from cats. So yeah, that one was surprising. Anytime we only get one person getting it right, I always want to see who that one person is. So let's pull it up for that question. It's Steel. Yep, Steel in the chat that had to let us know. Of course it was. No, way to go, Steel. Way to know that one.
Way to go, bud.
Let's see if you know this one, boss. When those kittens grow up, they would be known as a blank of cats. So they stop being a Kindle of kittens and become a blank of cats. Is it Clouder, Knot, Shadow, or Skulk? Once again, when those kittens grow up, they would be known as a blank of cats. Is it a Clouder of cats, a Knot of cats, Shadow of cats, or a Skulk of cats? You tell me. You've got another 10 seconds. All right, let's see the answers this time.
I'm ready for like a robot AI cat, at the house.
Like the ones that Boston Dynamics make? Yeah, no.
Not as angry though.
Those things will destroy us someday. All right, let's see. We had 2 for Clouder, 2 for Knot, and 4 for Shadow. What do you call a group of cats that is a Clouder of cats? Yeah, I didn't even know that was a real word until I came across this collective. So this is gonna be a hard round, but I did see who got that one right.
It's like they combined clam and chowder into one word.
That's exactly what it's like. It's a very New Englandy word. All right, let's get into question number 9. Which of these stubborn animal groups is known as an obstinacy or obstinacy? I'm not sure quite how to pronounce that. Your answers are those pictures, because I actually don't want to give away what they are this time, but we got bison, goats, donkeys, and gorillas. I can't remember when I grabbed that picture, so it might not be that one. I'd say take that as advice, but who knows? We'll see what happens. You got 5 or 10 more seconds to get those answers in.
That gorilla just got his tax bill.
Oh yeah, no, that is a very upset gorilla. I like having you on the couch, Ricardo. This is great, man. All right, let's see what you guys went with this time. All right, we had 3 for our bison animal. We had 5 for our mule animal. We had 1 for our goats. No gorillas. What is in an obstinacy? Well, that would be the bison. Yeah, bison or buffalo travel in an obstinacy. All right, we got 1 more for this one, and then we're going to declare our winner. So this has been a challenging round. Let's see what happens after we do this last one. Now, for this one, I'm not talking about a real animal. I'm talking about a mythical one. Which mythical creature's discovery would collectively be known as a blessing? So which one of these would go by the group name of a blessing? Is it dragons, mermaids, centaurs, or unicorns? So once again, which mythical creature's discovery would collectively be known as a blessing? Is that a blessing of dragons, a blessing of mermaids, a blessing of centaurs, or a blessing of unicorns? You got 10 seconds.
I could see that going two ways only.
There are a couple there that it makes sense for, right? All right. Well, since now we got all of our answers in, Jeff, what were the ones you were thinking it could be?
I'm thinking mermaids or unicorns, Ted.
Mermaids or unicorns, Ted. My name's Danny, but that's okay. No, I'm messing around. All right, we got one for mermaids and centaurs each, so somebody was feeling you on the mermaids. We had most of our answers, though, for unicorns, because it is a blessing of unicorns. I feel like they're just so magical, right? They had to have a name where it's like, oh, their presence here is just, it's a blessing. So let's see how you guys did with that round. Now we do have our 10 questions in the books. So at this time, we're going to declare our winner for the round, and we'll see our top 3 while we're at it. So let's get into it. All right, here comes our top 3 for our first round of the game. And in third place, it's Mimi. Hey, here on the couch with 465 points. Way to go. Yeah, you guys know your animal collectives. In second, that's Darren of Suburban Rain. Darren with 495 points. And we had a feeling it was coming. That's right, it is Steelio with 638 points.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Literally, you are the alpha nerd. You are the alpha GOAT because you know your animal collectives. Way to go, Steel. Now, we did have a lot of y'all knew a lot of these, so way to go if you guys knew these. They are kind of weird. Some of them were a little bit weirder than others. But yeah, now you guys know your animal collectives. I highly encourage you to just check out like the list of them. Like a group of flamingos is a flamboyance of flamingos. A group of ferrets is a business of ferrets, and I want to buy products from whatever business they run. So yeah, it's just a really fascinating, weird thing. Whoever is allowed to name those is running amok, and we need to stop them, is what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. They're great. All right, so thank you guys for playing that first round, but don't worry, we got all kinds of trivia coming your way. In fact, our next round is going to be a little bit more pop culture, if that's your speed. You guys, we had it last night at our bar trivia. I mentioned it was Canada Day yesterday. So this next round...
Woo.
Yeah, we're going to call it something.
Go Canada.
Yeah, so this next question, or this next round is going to start with a question is, how does Ryan Reynolds spell Canada? C-A-N-A-D-A. That's right, because that's how you spell Canada with a Canadian accent. All right, so I'm going to move us into that round. I'm so sorry that you all had to deal with that. Yeah, that is a very, very dumb joke, but it's mine, and I'm not going to apologize beyond that. But so yeah, here we go. We're going to have a whole round about Canadian famous people. So this whole round is going to be about famous Canadians. So there it is on the street. How does Ryan Reynolds spell Canada? C-A-N-A-D-A. And that's going to go down in about 6 minutes. Yeah, thank you, Ariana, for laughing at that. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate you guys at home letting me know I'm not crazy. And if you guys are just putting those fake laughs in there, don't tell me later. Here we go. We're going to kick off our next round of trivia in about 6 minutes. If you guys aren't already doing it, please be sure that you're liking and subscribing on YouTube, hitting those like buttons. Make sure you're following if you're watching on Twitch, just doing all the things. And we're going to kick off our next round of trivia in just a little bit.
Tell your family. Bring your brothers and sisters into it.
Yes, I agree.
You got it, dude.
Change "Oh Canada" to "Go Canada."
To go Canada?
Yeah, go Canada.
I see that. I can see that. That's not bad. That's not a bad shout.
I mean, why not?
Jeff, are you Canadian?
I am not. But I have Canadian adjunct families.
Okay.
Adjunct.
Does that mean they live in Minnesota? What does that mean? Okay, I haven't heard that expression before. That's fun. Canadian adjacent. No, it's great. Awesome, guys. We're getting ready for a round of trivia coming your way in just a little bit. If you already haven't done it, make sure you go ahead and scan that QR code or go to crowd.live. And hit that promo code. That code this time is ERXMN. ERXMN. I saw Nick in the chat letting us know too. He was like, talk about a rough Padres game. Man, you're telling me I was driving in here and I got stuck in traffic trying to get in and just had to listen to it for a minute. It was like, ooh, I came in, we were already down 5 runs, and it just kept getting worse. But yeah, it happens. That's the nature of the game, and we always got tomorrow, which is cool. Still above 500 for now. So yeah, and we're kicking off our next round of trivia in just a little bit. This one is pop culture driven because we're talking about famous Canadians. Yes, a bunch of different Canadians from movies, television, film. I said movies already, but now you get film, and also music. If I didn't say that, yeah, music, television, TV. Bleh, I'm just repeating myself. Science, maybe. Are there any famous Canadian scientists? I'm sure there are, right? Just nobody can name them off the top of their head.
Didn't a Canadian invent like a ham?
What's that?
Or a bacon?
I thought
Maybe there's
Bill Nye's
a
Canadian.
scientist behind that Canadian bacon.
Oh, right,
invention.
yeah.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I do feel like you're right. I feel like Bill Nye could be Canadian. So yeah, we're kicking off another round of trivia in just a little bit.
I mean, Celine Dion is kind of like a scientist.
I mean, Celine Dion is kind of like a diva, so that works out. I think when you achieve a certain star status, they just like, yeah, you can just say something and you're a scientist now. That works. That's fine. But anyways, we're kicking off our next round of trivia in just a few moments. Now, we're going to kick off this round.
Not a lot of famous scientists from Canada.
Oh, not a lot of famous scientists from Canada.
Recognizable ones I have found. I have not confirmed the Bill Nye thing yet. Just a one moment.
We're figuring out some stuff, but it's okay. It doesn't matter because we're going to have a lot of other cool Canadians to talk about in this round. Now, as I've mentioned before, the way the game works is the faster you get your answers in, the more points you will get. The more points you get at the end of the round, that's going to make you more likely to be the winner. Maple syrup to the victors. Yeah, so actually the name I came up for the winner of this round, you get to be the Maple Mountie of the Trivia Tavern. We do get a little rowdy in here sometimes. Somebody's got to take care of business. So we're trying to crown our Maple Mountie. Whoever knows the most about these Canadian stars will get that title. And then also, we're going to be adding up all the points from this round for this game, the last round, and the other 4 rounds of trivia to declare a Trivia Traveler. Also while we're playing, I saw J-Dog, you're in the chat, Jason, and I think I saw Jenny jump into the game too. I know some of y'all like to play together and watch it. If you guys are just, wherever you're watching on your own, watching with friends, I want to start seeing people's setups.
Church.
That was rad.
Play everybody separate.
Oh no, I mean that's cool too, but more I want to see. I just wanted to see because I think like J-Dog and those they play separately. But more I want to just see people's like yesterday's last week's Shady Lady. She won one of her rounds, and so she like tweeted out like watching it on their big screen TV. I was like, oh yeah, like that's I want to start seeing more of that. Like so, if you guys are watching it and you got like the setup, you're doing it, you're hanging out, you're drinking beers, take pictures, send it in.
Yeah, show us where you're watching from.
Yeah.
Hey, also, maybe you're watching from DC. Where Bill Nye was born. He was born in D.C., so he isn't just not
That
Canadian.
has nothing to do
He's
with.
very
like
much
the opposite of
American.
Canadian.
The opposite of Canadian.
I can get on board with that. Bill. There's also again no science in this round, so the longer we talk about science,
blinded me with science.
Come on.
I know, right? But no, it's just one of those funny things. Where I was like, yeah, the longer we talk about this, more I'm like, where's the science question? That's right. There's none in this round. But yeah, hey, if you're ready set up for that, we are getting set up for it. We have just 20 seconds to go till our first question. Again, all these questions will be about famous Canadians. You're just gonna be filling in the answers based on what's up, Austin?
So all the questions, they'll all have the word Mountie, the answers.
What's that? Oh,
all the questions, answers have the word Mountie in them.
No, I think actually maybe none of them will have the word Mountie in them. I like to false advertise quite a bit. All right, let's get started with our first question of the round. Here we go. What Canadian funny man portrays a down-on-his-luck television reporter who complains to God in the comedy Bruce Almighty? Is it Martin Short, Jim Carrey, Seth Rogen, or Mike Myers? Once again, we'll say that. What Canadian funny man portrays a down on his luck television reporter who complains to God in the comedy Bruce Almighty? Martin Short, Jim Carrey,
fingers you have used
Seth
to dial
Rogen, or
are
Mike
too fat.
Myers? Oh no, Jeff, did you have a fat finger situation back there?
Yeah.
That it happens. It happens quite a bit. So sometimes you got to settle down and find that right answer before you buzz in. All right, let's see what y'all went with. Now, we had 100% of our answers for Jim Carrey. So I don't know, maybe you just missed your answer completely, because our correct answer was Jim Carrey. That's right, Jim Carrey. Do you know what happened there, then, Turbo?
I'm not sure. Looks
right.
like I thought I pressed Martin Short accidentally, but maybe I did press
You just
Jim Carrey.
the skin of your teeth, or
Just the skin of my teeth.
the skin of your fat finger, you still got there.
The Rin-a-Tin Tin. Yeah.
All right.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it with our second question about a famous Canadian. Which of these movies nabbed Canadian heartthrob Ryan Gosling a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor? So what movie got Ryan Gosling a Golden Globe for Best Actor? Is it Barbie, Crazy Stupid Love, La La Land, or Lars and the Real Girl? So once again, which of these movies nabbed Canadian heartthrob Ryan Gosling a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor? Barbie, Crazy Stupid Love, La La Land, or Lars and the Real Girl?
I couldn't concentrate because that picture with Brian with his shirt off just distracting.
He's very, very attractive. Sometimes it's like I got to be careful about what pictures I put up there. It makes it very, very difficult to answer. All right, let's see our answers. We had 4 each for La La Land and Barbie, with 1 for Crazy Stupid Love. That picture just got bigger. Your correct answer was La La Land. Yeah, La La Land was the correct answer on that one. I actually forgot what the answer was. I was pretty sure it was Barbie, but no, yeah, La La Land was.
I don't think a
your
lot of
correct
people
answer.
saw that movie.
It was definitely more of a sleeper one. Like I know more of like my hardcore movie friends like watched it, but I don't think I saw it. At any
Moonlight.
point. Moonlight was the whole thing that year, right? Because it was the whole wrong envelope. Yeah, at the Oscars, it was
It's
crazy.
the wrong call. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, well, let's get into it with our third question for this round. Question number 3. What Canadian songstress hit number 2 on the Billboard in 2002 with the song Complicated? So what Canadian songstress am I looking for? Is it Avril Lavigne, Carly Rae Jepsen, Nelly Furtado, or Shania Twain? Once again, what Canadian songstress hit number 2 on Billboard in 2002 with the song Complicated? Avril, Carly, Nelly Furtado, that is, or Shania?
I feel like Shania Twain is one of those people that does not look like her name.
She doesn't. She doesn't look by her name. She doesn't look her age, which is rad. She's a really rad lady. But the other thing that's crazy, people sleep on. She's also like the biggest country star of all time, and she's Canadian. Like she sells more records. Like if you look at a bunch of trivia questions, the answer is Shania Twain because she's sold out pretty much everybody else.
Canada is part of North America, so
Yeah. No, I mean that's fair. Like yeah, we still get. It's just kind of that like a little depiction of like when I think country, I think of Texas. That's kind of where it goes. So let's see what the answer here is though. Let's see if our correct answer was one you guys put down. We had 1 each for Carly Rae Jepsen, Nelly Furtado, Shania Twain. We had 7 for Avril Lavigne. Why did she have to make things so complicated? It was Avril Lavigne. Yes, Avril Lavigne. Once married to fellow Canadian Chad Kroeger of Nickelback. All right, question number 4. Which of these American teen series featured Canadian...
I thought it was Sum 41. We'll have to check that.
She also was married to Derek Wembley from Sum 41. Yeah, she was married to both, or to both of them.
definitely,
Yeah.
I agree.
I actually had that once as a trivia question at Bottle Rocket. All right, once again, let's kick off question 4. Which of these American teen series featured Canadian actor Joshua Jackson as class clown Pacey Ryder? So what series featured Joshua Jackson? Was it Dawson's Creek, Gossip Girl, My So-Called Life, or The O.C.? Once again, which of these American teen series featured Canadian actor Joshua Jackson as class clown Pacey Witter? Dawson's Creek, Gossip Girl, My So-Called Life, or The O.C.? All right, let's see the answers that you guys went with for this one. All right, we did have 80% of the answers for Dawson's Creek with 2 answers for My So-Called Life. Your correct answer this time was the Dawson's Creek. That's right, Dawson was your correct answer there.
I often wonder how much nicer the world would be if My So-Called Life got more seasons than Dawson's Creek.
That was a big one, right? Because My So-Called Life is a Canadian series, I think. I think that's like the big...
and that was the one with Claire
Danes,
Danes and
yep.
Jared Leto, and it had like a lot more moral character to it, you know? And I felt
Yeah.
like it was from like a general high school principal thing, not
I mean,
like...
I feel like they couldn't keep the sexual tension going between
I
the
guess
two.
not.
You know, like something
I
had
did
to
not.
happen.
I did not think we were gonna get into all this. Like, we're gonna pause the show, guys, and just talk about Dawson's Creek versus My So-Called Life for a second, because I'm here for it. All right, let's get into question number 5. That's wild. That made me laugh. All right, question 5. For this one, this is gonna be a little bit different. This is gonna be a drag and drop question. You're gonna have a handful of answers coming your way, and so you're gonna kind of click them, slide them into the right spot, and then hit submit to get the most points you can. So for this one, list these best-selling Canadian musicians in the order in which they released their debut album. So the oldest one should be at the top, the newest one at the bottom. All right, put them in the right order. Those artists you have are Justin Bieber, Leonard Cohen, Alanis Morissette, and Celine Dion. So once again, list those in the right order. You're going to go with the oldest debut to the most recent. And the ones you have to choose from are Justin Bieber, Leonard Cohen, Alanis Morissette, and Celine Dion. Tell me the right order for this one.
This is Def Jam, a fat finger, for sure.
This is a lot harder than some of the other things. So like, you just have to get them in the right order and then start thinking about certain ones. Some of those are going to trip you up. So let's see our answers. So this was the top voted order, was Celine Dion, Leonard Cohen, Alanis Morissette, Justin Bieber. Our correct answer was the same, but flipping Leonard Cohen and Celine Dion. Yes, Bieber, the most recent. Leonard Cohen, a legendary act in the music business. So
that's crazy. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a wild question.
Pretty good.
So yes, looks like
pretty good.
Steele's in the chat already bragging that he got it. It's like, yeah, man. You're kicking butt at trivia. But let's see where you are in the standings, because we do have 5 questions out of the way. So let's see what's happening after our first 5 questions that round. Hey, look at that at the top of the board. It's Turbo.
No way!
No
That's
way.
like not possible.
And then Jenny's in second place. So this is a good round for some different people. We got Jenny in second place. She's only 13 points behind you, Jeff. And then in third, we got Steele bringing it up. And then right behind Steele, you guys only looks like 5 points behind him with 321.
Darren's down there. Only got 3 right.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it be like that. Something gets a lot harder. Let's see who else we got joining us in this game. I did see we had some other people joining us a little bit later. Nick getting, having a better round, getting barreled in 6th place. Screwballs playing with us just joined in. So Screwballs, say hi. It's okay if you don't have any yet, because it looks like you just got here, so no stress. But thank you for playing. All right, well, we got 5 more questions about famous Canadians. Let's see how it goes. Let's see who closes out the round, and maybe it can be the Maple Mountie of the Trivia Tavern. All right, question number 6 is on deck. What jersey number did Canadian hockey legend Wayne Gretzky sport his entire NHL career? So what was Gretzky's number? Was it 66, 77, 88, or 99? Once again, what jersey number did Canadian hockey legend Wayne Gretzky sport his entire NHL career? 66, 77, 88, or 99?
All the big ones, like the double numbers, the double single numbers.
Double numbers is cool. I always like it when I see people wearing 23 in any sport, because we always know it's to Jordan. So like the fact that Tatis wears it's really cool. So, but yeah, this is a fun one. I didn't know this till we were going over this round. So let's see the answers you went with. All right, we had 2 each for 77 and 88 with 5 answers for 99. What was the number of the great one? It's 99. Yes, 99 was the number we were looking for. All right, let's get into question number 7. Legendary Scream Queen Fay Wray is best known for her role in the classic monster movie blank. So you're going to fill in that blank with a monster movie that starred Scream Queen Fay Wray. Let's see if you know it. Your answers are The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Godzilla, and King Kong. So once again, legendary scream queen Fay Wray is best known for her role in the classic monster movie Blank. Is that The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Godzilla, or King Kong? I did like seeing Steele in the chat saying that he's behind in the round because of the Dawson's Creek question. That's the only reason why he was at third where he was. So let's see if you busted out with the rest of these questions, Steele. All right, here we go.
You think Fay Wray's her real name?
That's
It
definitely.
could be what they call a stage
I
name.
do think that's too good to be a stage name.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Let's see. All right, here we go. So we had a few answers for Creature from the Black Lagoon and Godzilla, with 2 for King Kong and 5 for Dracula. Your correct answer this time, she's the star of King Kong. Yes, King Kong was your correct answer there.
No way.
Yeah, I'm curious who got that one right. Let's see who got that one right. That was Steele and Nick. So way to go, Steele and Nick. So yeah, it's going to be a close game getting back there with that question. All right, your next question for this round. Which of these television shows did not star Canadian?
You can't do a Star Trek without me.
Yeah, that's fair. Paramount's going to come get us, though. My bad. So here we go. Let's do that again. Which of these television shows did not star Canadian national treasure William Shatner? So which one of these was Shatner never in? Was it... Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm going to see... Well, yeah, there's your answers. Boston Legal, Chicago Hope, Rescue 911, and TJ Hooker. There's a little bit less time there because I kind of hit the wrong button, so try to get it in. Which of these never starred Shatner? Was it Boston Legal, Chicago Hope, Rescue 911, or TJ Hooker?
I had no idea it was Canadian.
I've given her all she's got, Captain.
Yeah,
If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
A lot of secret Canadians out there. Like when you come across this, like there's actually quite a few. Like Pamela Anderson's Canadian, and that trips me out every time I think about it. Way to go, Nick, on the guess though, because you mentioned there was a guess. All right, let's see our correct answer this time. We had your answers. We had 6 for Chicago Hope, 2 for Rescue 911, and 1 for TJ Hooker because it's a great, funny name. But your correct answer was Chicago Hope. Yes, he was never on Chicago Hope, which was, I believe, a daytime soap or a similar style show. All right, here we go. We got question number 9 for this round. Question number 9. Which Toronto sports franchise named Racker Drake as its global ambassador in 2013? So which one of these Toronto sports franchises named
The
Drake
Kardashians.
their global ambassador? We couldn't get through a round without it. Let's see our answers for this one. We have the Toronto Argonauts, the Toronto Blue Jays, Toronto FC, or the Toronto Raptors. So once again, which Toronto sports franchise named rapper Drake as its global ambassador in 2013? The Toronto Argonauts, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Toronto FC, or Toronto Raptors? I'm really curious if this team, whichever one it is rethinking that kind of in the last couple months.
The Toronto Department of Internal Revenue.
Perfect, yeah.
Right.
And, you know, what was the Degrassi High? What were they?
What was
their mascot?
Oh, I cannot remember. Yeah, I did not watch Degrassi. I wasn't like a huge fan. The only Canadian soap opera that I watched a lot of was one called Radio Free Roscoe. So yeah, now you guys know about that show if you've never heard of it. All right, let's see the answers you guys went with for this one. All right, we had a good split this time. 3 for the Argonauts, 2 for the Blue Jays, and 4 for the Raptors. Your correct answer this time is the Toronto Raptors. Woo! Yes, the Toronto Raptors was your correct answer for that question. Darren letting us know that was a fat finger situation on that one.
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
It happens to the best of us. It's okay, though. So we got one more question for you. After this, we're going to declare our Maple Mountie, the person that knows the most about these Canadian celebrities. Question number 10. Who is the narrator of Canadian author Margaret Atwood's award-winning dystopian novel, The Handmaid's Tale? So who is the narrator of The Handmaid's Tale? Is it Ogflin, O'Fluke, Offred, or Offmark? Once again, who is the narrator of Canadian author Margaret Atwood's award-winning dystopian novel, The Handmaid's Tale?
James Earl Jones.
Offglen, Offluke, Offred, or Offmark? Off Jeff is what Steele is saying. If you get this one wrong, you're just off because you're off the mark. Let's see our answers for this question. All right, we had 3 for Ogflen. We had 6 for Offred. Your correct answer was Offred. Yes, Offred was your correct answer for that question. All right, so that was a challenging round. A lot of Canadians that maybe you knew about and maybe some you didn't. So let's see our standings. After 10 questions, we're going to declare our top 3 and our Maple Mountie of the Trivia Tavern. All right, let's see. In third place, hey, there he is. It's Celio with 581 points, meaning we got a different winner from last time.
Go to go.
Number 2, it's Anana. Hey, Rihanna, climbing up the ranks. She came in from, I believe, 5th in that round. In first place, it's Turbo.
Thank you. Resident Canadian again.
It's all
Canadian
that
adjunct.
Yeah, it was a Canadian. It was all that Canadian adjunct information that really helped you out there. So yeah. But we had a really good round. We actually had a lot of scores over 400 here, so a really great round for y'all playing. You guys did get a lot of those. It just came down to that speed factor.
Darren took my 4th place spot.
Yeah, Darren took. Well, it's because you were in the middle of getting first place. So what can you do, right? You can't take it. You can't take
he
it
went
with
north,
you.
I went south, or vice versa.
There it is. So yeah, it's gonna always be a little bit different depending on what the rounds we get. So that round was our Canadian celebrity round. We see Steele disputing. I dispute that result. Call the FCC. We can't do it. It's too late. We're moving on because I got a whole nother round of trivia coming your way. This next round of trivia, well, it's a little bit like school in summertime. That's right. It's like school in summertime because we're going to have a whole round about fictional schools. Yeah, like fiction, TVs, movies, all kinds of stuff that involve fictional high schools. We're going to be talking a little bit about stuff like that, a little bit of everything.
So like if there was like a high school in the feature that they went to that had a name.
It might be their name. It might just be their mascot. Maybe that Degrassi question that we didn't know the answer to.
Oh, the Neil.
Maybe it's here in this round.
The Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, the Neil deGrasse Tyson question. So yeah, there we go. I gotta fix this a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna have that next round of trivia coming your way in just a little bit. Now's a great time. Get yourself another drink if you haven't already. Yeah, we're doing it. We're having a good time here. So you should have a good time too. Do your thing. I'm gonna kick off our 6-minute timer. But also too, if you're hanging out and you guys aren't already following me on Instagram, make sure to hit us up. My Instagram is duck_money_productions. This is a Duck Money production. So is all my trivia. That's kind of the brand we run under. And if you're not already following us, that's a great place to let us know. Tag us and take those pictures. Let us know what it looks like when you play the Trivia Tavern at home. All right, next round of trivia coming your way in 6 minutes. This one's all about fictional schools, and we're going to see who will be the head of the class.
Steele, that doesn't surprise me that you still remember the names of the leads in The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I say I are we talking about the actors? I can go 5 for 5 on the actors, I think. Let me see, because I know we got Ali Sheedy.
There you go.
On the far left, it's I'll come back to the dude at the top because his name's I forget. Emilio Estevez. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank all of a sudden?
What's his name?
Three names.
So yeah, okay, yeah. I'm trying to remember because he's also in so
Weird
many
Science.
things. Weird Science. Brian Michael Hall.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. And then
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony
That's right. Michael Hall.
And
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson. That's what.
And then now the last one, 16 Candles.
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald. All right, there we go.
Molly Ringwald. Yeah.
Don't you max out my mic there, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
We just got very excited trying to remember all the people in the
got
Breakfast
so
Club.
excited.
So if you can do that, there's a good chance you're gonna do okay at this round. If you can't, don't worry. We got other types of high schools to talk about, other kinds of schools in fiction. We're gonna have a little bit of TV, a little bit of movies. Yeah, keep it a little pop culture light. Don't worry. We're gonna get back to some academic stuff in a little bit. But yeah, we got all kinds of questions about fictional schools.
We need a round about waffles.
A round about waffles?
Yes.
I
that
just
would be
want
great.
now you say that I just want like one big round waffle.
You said maple syrup, and there's just like the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
I got there's Eggos in the freezer here, man.
About to
Oh
go
my
get some chicken
gosh.
and waffles after this now. Yeah, now I'm very like it's something I have trouble if I ask a round about trivia food questions or stuff like that, because I will undoubtedly make myself hungry in the research or just the talking about it. I'm someone who's like, I don't notice I'm hungry until I start talking about food, and the minute I do, I'm just like, oh, that sounds so good right now.
That's good form, though. Good practice. Keep that up. Yeah.
Sometimes it's not good because I don't think about food. Like I'll be like, all right, cool, and then I just skip like meals all day and don't think about a food, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, all of this pain, where was it hiding this whole time?
That's just called intermittent fasting.
Yeah, sometimes it's just getting sidetracked with the day. Adrienne is asking, how's your sandwich?
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten it yet. I was presented with it. It's in a nicer condition than I remember, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And if I live, I'll let you guys know.
I had mine. It was a day and a half late, and it was fine. And I had mayo in mine. It did not sprout into alien legs.
I would eat some alien legs.
I have so little idea what you guys are talking about, but it's pretty great.
I'll show you some pictures, Danny.
Yeah, no, I'm very curious about what's happening. But no, it's fantastic. We are getting ready. Now that you guys have heard all of it, all of the school stuff, everything, we're getting ready for this next round of trivia. And once again, this one is a little bit of a pop culture based one too. We got some other academic ones coming up. This one, it's all about fictional schools from movies, TV, a little bit of everything here. We're going to have some fun with it. And yeah, maybe even a music video or two shows up. So we're going to have some fun with this round. Now at the end of the round, whoever has the most points, you will be the head of the class. That's right. Head of the class here at the Trivia Tavern. Most points means that you're going to get the answers in the fastest, because the faster you get those answers in, the more points you get. And we're going to be adding up all these points at the end of the night. All right, here we go. It's our first question for this round. And for this one, which 19th century American novel inspired the 2010 Emma Stone high school comedy, Easy A? Yes, this is actually kind of a literature question. So, which one inspired Easy A? Is it The Awakening, The Churn of the Screw, Daisy Miller, or The Scarlet Letter? Once again, which 19th century American novel inspired the 2010 Emma Stone high school comedy, Easy A? The Awakening, The Churn of the Screw, Daisy Miller, or The Scarlet Letter? All right, tell me, which one of those inspired Easy A? As we're getting ready for that answer, if you take a look at that picture, you might see that A in question. Now, your answers that you guys went with, let's see what you went with. We had 1 for each of our answers of The Awakening and The Turn of the Screw, but 7 answers for The Scarlet Letter. She's wearing a red A because it's based on The Scarlet Letter. Yes.
No way!
Yeah, that was one of those weird questions I had to read in high school. I'm like, kind of glad I did. Pretty good story. All right, question number 2. What hard rocker scored a Billboard hit in 1972 with his ode to the eternal summer vacation with School's Out? So what hard rocker hit the Billboard with this song? Was it Ted Nugent, Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, or Ronnie James Dio? So once again, what hard rocker scored a Billboard hit in 72 with his ode to eternal summer vacation, School's Out? Ted Nugent, Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, or Ronnie James Dio? Yeah, 5 seconds left.
All right.
All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you put down. All right, we had 1 for Osborne. We had 9 for Alice Cooper. Your correct answer is School's Out for Summer, School's Out Forever with Alice Cooper. Yes, that is your correct answer. All right, we got question.
I thought it was Dr. Dre. My bad.
Oh yeah, Dr. Dre not listed. It's okay. He was busy getting his doctorate. He was doing summer school. That's
Dr.
That's Dr. Dre. Once again, here we go. We got question number 3 coming your way. Now, which of these actors does not star opposite Robin Williams in the boarding school drama Dead Poet Society? So who's not in Dead Poet Society amongst this list? Is it Robert Sean Leonard, Matt Damon, Josh Charles, or Ethan Hawke? Once again, which of these actors does not star opposite Robin Williams in the boarding school drama Dead Poet Society? Robert Sean Leonard, Matt Damon, Josh Charles, or Ethan Hawke?
Hillary Clinton.
I did get a little, this one's a little bit harder. We went with a little bit of a harder round for this one, just because there's actually a lot of movies about schools and a lot of music and a lot of TV about it too. So let's see the answers that y'all went with. All right, bigger split this time. We had 2 for Robert Sean Leonard, 5 for Matt Damon, and 3 for Josh Charles. Whenever I can, that's right, I want to say it's Matt Damon. Matt Damon was your correct answer for that one. All right, question number 4. Whose 1815 novel Emma inspired the 1995 high school comedy Clueless? All right.
Also Matt Damon.
Also Matt Damon. Yeah, that's very funny. Did Matt Damon write Emma? Let's see if he's one of the answers. We have Virginia Woolf, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Austen, and Kate Chopin. Once again, whose 1815 novel Emma inspired the 1995 high school comedy Clueless? Virginia Woolf, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Austen, or Kate Chopin? I'm not sure if she pronounces it like Chopin. It could be either one. She's got 5 seconds, though, if she is trying to get an answer.
I think it's pronounced Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson, yeah. Hey, Ma, give me a cookie. All right, your answers that you went with, we had 40% of the answers for Virginia Woolf, 1 for Charlotte Bronte or Charles Bronson, and 50% of the answers for Jane Austen. Your correct answer was Jane Austen. Jane Austen was your correct answer. I love that Ricardo will give me the funny answer of I believe it's Charles Bronson, and then he also gets them right. I'm like, wait, which one is it? Do you not know, or do you know? Which is it? No, it's great.
It's all a mind game.
That's right. He's playing mind games, even though we're the only ones that can see him. Here we go. Messing around. All right, question number 5 for you.
It's like playing poker in the dark.
That's a great analogy. In what fictional Chicago suburb are all of John Hughes' 1980s high school coming-of-age movies set? So what's the suburb in Chicago where all the John Hughes movies take place? Is it Shefton, Shermer, Shifford, or Shanderfield? Once again, in what fictional Chicago suburb are all of John Hughes' 1980s high school coming-of-age movies set? Shefton, Shermer, Shifford, or Shanderfield? Tell me which one it is.
It's a trap!
40% of all people know that.
All right, answers in. Let's see what you put down.
That's Dr. Evil's high school graduation picture.
I was gonna say, right? I did not know John Hughes got down like that, but got down like that was like totally creeped me out with that picture. Answers for this one, we had 1 for Shefton, 7 for Shermer, and 2 for Shefford. Your correct answer this time was Shermer, Illinois. Shermer, Illinois. I only know that because of a movie called Dogma where they pointed out like, oh, these all do take place in the same universe. Weird. All right, we have 5 questions down. We're going to see our mid-round standings, see how y'all are doing. All right, in first place, it's Steelio. Way to go, Steel. 339
good job
points.
there,
Yeah,
buddy.
he said he knew the Breakfast Club like us, so he's doing pretty well. But he's only 1 point ahead of you, Turbo. 338 right behind.
You know, I'm trying as hard as I can.
And then Jenny's right behind both of y'all. She's just 12 points behind you, Turbo. And then right here on the couch, 290 for Melissa, for Ricardo, as Mimi playing with us right now. So yeah, way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a good round. This one is a little bit more challenging. We got all kinds of other fun stuff coming your way in just a little bit, though. But we do have 5 more questions about these schools, high school movies, stuff like that. I think we're going to get into a middle school thing in a little bit, but we're going to get into question
That's
number
Harry
6.
Potter now.
That is Harry Potter now. That's fantastic. All right, cool. So remember earlier when we were talking about Sum 41? I do have a question about them. Here we go. Which pop punk band's music video... Oh, wait. Did I just give away the answer? Sure did. Yeah. So, yeah, which pop... I get excited because I thought about something, and then I was like, wait a second. I connected the dot before we got there. I'm not going to read any of this because if you weren't paying attention to what just happened, you're going to miss out on these points. This is my new solution to when I give away an answer. I just stop talking about the question. You have to read it and do all the things by yourself.
That's a
and
good
you
play.
have 4 seconds left. Yeah, right? Sometimes it's going to happen. I get excited about these things. So let's see if you guys are paying attention. All right. One of y'all, you guys didn't quite catch what I was saying. But yeah, which pop punk band's music video for the 2001 single Into Deep parodies the diving competition from 1986 comedy Back to School? I mentioned it earlier, or actually Jeff mentioned it earlier. Avril Lavigne was married to a member of Sum 41. And before I read the question, I said, hey, remember I had something about Sum 41 earlier? And then so sorry if you guys knew that already. If you didn't, I gave you that one. That's a freebie.
That was way harsh, Ty.
Yeah, it's gonna happen every once in a while. Sometimes I just get really excited about stuff and I want to talk about
Steele
it.
just said that he was born in Shermer.
Get out of town. Shermer, Illinois, or was it Shermer in a different state?
No way.
It's not Shermer, Illinois. That's like doesn't count, but it does still count. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let us know, Steele, when you get a chance. All right, question number 7 for this round. What rock band has Got It Bad, Got It Bad, Got It Bad on their 1984 hit Hot for Teacher? All right, so let's see which band it is. We've got Motley Crue, Van Halen, Def Leppard, and Poison. So once again, what rock band has Got It Bad, Got It Bad, Got It Bad on their 1984 hit Hot for Teacher? Motley Crue, Van Halen, Def Leppard, or Poison? And Steele letting us know, yeah, Shermer, Illinois. That's pretty wild.
Is Steele, is he actually John Hughes?
I was gonna say, like, he might have been Ryan Michael Hall's or Anthony Michael Hall's character.
There you go, in real life, right?
Yeah, I could see it.
Anthony Michael Steele.
No, I could see him being an Estevez. He could. There's so many of the John Hughes characters he could be.
Or Baldwin, you know.
Yeah, totally. Get some of those St. Elmo Fires guy in there. All right, let's go. Let's see your answers for this one. We had 4 answers for Motley Crue, 5 for Van Halen, and 1 for Poison. Your correct answer was Van Halen. Yes, Van Halen. I do have one other musically connected school question coming up. Let's see. I think it'll be in 2 questions. We got question 8 coming your way. For this one, we're talking about a literature school. It's not Harry Potter. Who chronicled the goings-on at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches in the Worst Witch book series? Yeah, this is a little bit more of a modern one. So tell me who it was that chronicled these. I believe the author for this book series. Is it
Also
Jill
Hillary
Murphy?
Clinton.
Yeah, Jill Murphy, Beverly Cleary, Judy Blume, or Roald Dahl? Once again, who chronicled the goings-on at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches in the Worst Witch book series? Jill Murphy, Beverly Cleary, Judy Blume, or Roald Dahl? I saw that art and thought maybe it was more modern, but like seeing these names, maybe it's not. I actually don't know the answer to this one. Now that I think I put it in there. Miss Cankles, Steele says in the chat. That's hilarious. Your answers you went with, yeah. No, that's all I can think of is Miss Cankles. Was it? We had 2 answers for Jill Murphy. We had 4 for Cleary. We had 3 for Bloom and 1 for Dahl. Your correct answer was Jill Murphy. So yeah, Jill Murphy was our correct answer there. The other ones were the names I was familiar with, so it makes sense that it's one I wasn't. All right, question number 9 coming your way. What punk rockers gave us all musical education in 1979's Rock and Roll High School? So what band was it? Was it the Sex Pistols, the Clash, the New York Dolls, or the Ramones? Once again, what punk rockers gave us all musical education in 1979's Rock and Roll High School? The Sex Pistols, the Clash, the New York Dolls, or the Ramones?
I think it's Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey is my favorite punk rocker. I think these guys wrote a
Yep.
song about that. They're like, Mariah Carey's
Yeah, like
punk
her-
rocker,
her-
Mariah Carey's a punk
Her
rocker.
punk rock Christmas album. It's pretty good.
There's a reason why it goes platinum every year. All right, answers for this one. We had 2 for the Clash, 2 for the New York Dolls, 6 for the Ramones. Pictured there is Riff Randall, and her favorite band ever is the Ramones. Yes, the Ramones is your correct answer. All right, and then your next and final question for this round. After this, we're going to declare our head of the class. And this one, well, we're going to go a little bit further back with a middle school question. Which animated sitcom features the Belcher family, where the children attend the Wagstaff School? So it's a middle and junior school. Once again, which animated sitcom features the Belcher family, where the children attend Wagstaff School? Is it American Dad, Bob's Burgers, Clone High, or F is for Family? So once again, which animated sitcom features the Belcher family, where the children attend Wagstaff? American Dad, Bob's Burgers, Clone High, or F is for Family?
Turbo, you better get this right.
This is one of my favorite animated series. So, answers for you. We had most of our answers, 89% of the answers for Bob's Burgers, with 1 for Clone High. Your correct answer is, that's Bob's Burgers. Yes, Bob's Burgers, your correct answer there. All right, they've been attending that school now for quite a while. That show actually has, I think, 14 seasons now,
Danny.
which it just happened overnight.
They're not real people.
Oh, I know. There's a reason why it works, right? All right, we're going to get into it with our top 3 and declare the head of the class. So, in third place, kicking things off, we have our third place winner. It's Anana. Hey, she's stacking up those
All
points.
right.
She could be a trivia traveler for the first time this week in third place. And in second place here on the couch, yeah, now you guys got those points,
Yeah.
672. It's getting to be a really competitive game across those multi-game standings. But
Turbo.
Turbo with 770 tonight, my friend.
Well, always fourth place, never a first. So, let's
Well,
see.
not never.
Gotta say, yeah.
Well, clearly not never now.
You're doing pretty good right now. We do have the rest of our standings there. We got,
Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. I want to thank the Academy.
Thank you, Mom.
I also want to thank Danny and everyone else in the room for making me feel like I'm the smartest one in the room. Thank you very much. And on to the next round, Danny. Danny, take it away.
Yeah,
Who's our next contestant on The Price is Right?
Yeah, we're getting ready for it. We're taking it away with another round of trivia in just a second. I do see Phaedra got in our game this round. Yeah, way to go, Phaedra, in 7th that time. And then also Darren, I think, has adopted your fourth place, kind of taking over that role. So it's a very close game. Another good round of points. A lot of you guys got a lot of the points there. So it's going to be stacking up. We're going to see what's going to happen as we get into the second half of the game. So we're going to kick off our 4th round next. Now, we did our pop culture rounds. So I like to call this next round, it's got a pop culture title, but it's the furthest thing from it. I call it, one sec, here we go. Who's That Countryman? It's Kazakhstan. Do you remember?
Okay, where are we going from that?
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You guys remember when you were watching Who's That Pokemon? Or if you guys ever watched Pokemon, they would cut and they'd be like, okay, cool, who's this Pokemon? They show the outline of a Pokemon and you have to guess which Pokemon it is. So this one, I'm gonna show you the outline of a country, state, or part of a country. You're gonna have to identify the country. I just chose.
That's very cool.
I just chose Kazakhstan because it's the one that sounds the most like a Pokemon's name in my head. So you guys all got to experience that with me. I really hope.
Let's do this, dude.
So yeah, we are gonna do this. We're gonna do this in about 6 minutes.
I may need to be handicapped on this, but I'm going to go ahead and not handicap myself and put myself at a over 8.5.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think this can be really fun. I have a lot of fun questions in here for you. Like I said, I'm going to show you the outlines of countries and stuff like that. And you're going to try to identify the country or maybe the part of the country we're talking about. All kinds of fun stuff coming your way. So this next round.
I like how you're talking about the outline of countries and there's like the sexy music in the background.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, it's like this. I like my countries nice and round with like a firm butte.
Oh, yeah.
Like right in the back. I like that big butte. So we... Yeah, there it is.
What's
All right,
up?
I'm going to get another drink.
Madagascar.
I'm going to get another drink so we can kick off this round properly. We'll be back with more trivia in 5 minutes. All right, we got another round of trivia coming your way in about 3 more minutes. If you guys didn't catch it, the reason why I call this round Who's That Country Mon? It's Kazakhstan. It's a Pokemon reference, but what's going to happen is I'm going to show you the outlines or the shapes or the flags or stuff like that of countries. I want you to tell me what country or state or thing I'm talking about based on the question. They're all a little bit different. At the end of this round, because we're going to be looking at about a lot of maps, different versions of countries from different maps, Mercator projections, and things like that. Whoever wins this round will be the superior surveyor. That's right, the person who surveyed the land and got the most points right for this round. We do have 3 more rounds, including this one, so this round, and then 2 more rounds of trivia to go for the rest of the night.
Just
so
to be clear, this round is not about Pokemon.
It is not about Pokemon. There's nothing to do with Pokemon.
I heard you say Pokemon got scared.
No. You were out of the room when I explained this very specific bit. It was always my favorite part of Pokemon. Was just they would go to commercial, they'd have an outline of a Pokemon, and they'd put it on the screen. You're supposed to try to guess who it is. When they come back from commercial, they would tell you who it is.
Okay.
So yeah. So same idea. I just wanted to throw that out there because Kazakhstan sounds like a Pokemon name. There's a handful of countries that sound like they could be Pokemon. Or
So creative, Danny. So creative. We're lucky.
I don't know if it's creative. I think it's more specifically deranged in a very specific way.
Those are all synonyms.
Yeah. Creative, deranged, psychopathic, whatever it is. No, we got all kinds of trivia coming your way in 90 seconds. So yeah, if you guys are playing, I just want to say thank you all for playing. Say hey in the chat. I've been enjoying chatting with you guys who are in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, we got all kinds of other trivia rounds coming up, and then we're always here every Tuesday night for the Trivia Tavern at 7 o'clock. So Tell your friends, let people know if you aren't subscribed already, if you're not following on Twitch, subscribed on YouTube, liking the videos. All of those things help us out tremendously. Just helps kind of get the numbers up and helps get the word out on the show.
And tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you might like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's the thing. The whole thing is about having fun, creating that whole, bringing the bar trivia vibe home. And if it's not fun at home, then it's not fun here. I want to be having fun with you guys. So let us know what rounds you guys are enjoying, stuff you're not, things of that nature. Want to make sure that it's a good time. So I thank you very much, Ricardo. That was actually really fantastic bit of suggestion.
No, thank you, Danny.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you. We can just do this all night. No, I love doing it. It's one of my favorite things to do is just stand up, read a bunch of trivia questions, and watch you guys struggle to answer them.
I do really like the new background and podium. I think it's killer.
You know what? We switched to this because last week we were wearing the Hawaiian shirt kind of vibe, and I was like, I kind of just want to keep rocking with this one because it's summery. Maybe when we get to fall, we'll start switching it up. And I'm like, this just might be the Trivia Tavern of the summer. I'm really enjoying the vibes here.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, well, let's kick it off in 5 more seconds. We've got a round all about geography. We're going to be showing you some outlines, wanting you to name the country. All right, so let's start it off with a question right here. So we got some countries right here in this picture. What color is Sweden on the map of the Scandinavian countries seen here? So which color is Sweden represented by here? Is it the blue country, the green country, the red country, or the yellow country? The red country is right behind the QR code, so there's just a little bit more right there. So you can assume if you think that one might be where Sweden is, then that's red. So once again, which one of those 4 countries is representing by a color for Sweden? Is it blue, green, red, or yellow that represents Sweden in that picture?
Danny, that's a penis.
It very much looks like one. Let's see what you guys thought it was. Which penis did you think it was? We had 1 for the blue penis. We had 7 for the yellow penis. Your correct answer was yellow. Yeah, Sweden right there in the middle of the Scandinavian countries. So way to go if you knew that was Sweden. All right, we're going to have some more maps and stuff for you to look at. Here comes question number 2. Trappist beer, Flemish red ales, and Stella Artois all hail from what beer-loving country in Europe? Now that is the outline plus their flag. Tell me which country that is. Is it Belgium, the Czech Republic, Germany, or the Netherlands? Once again, Trappist beer, Flemish red ales, and Stella Artois all hail from what beer-loving country in Europe? Belgium, the Czech Republic, Germany, or the Netherlands? Tell me which one is represented by that country and that flag.
Europe's San Diego County.
Wait, one more time? You're going to have to explain that one to me once we see the answers.
This is Europe's San Diego County.
Okay, we're going to go over the answers, and then I want you to break that down for me because I don't think I'm familiar with that trivia connection. All right, so let's see our answers. We did have 8 for Belgium with 1 for Germany. Your correct answer there this time is Belgium. So now, Jeff, tell me a little bit more about that. I want to know.
So I think it's like square mileage and brewers per square mileage.
Oh, that's wild. So it's like
size,
roughly the similar size.
The same demographic of people and beer swilling people, It's
San Diego here, we are a craft beer place, right? It's
brewing.
Super well known for that. So that's really cool. Like a country that has like a really similar composition to us as far as like our beer drinking. I mean, we love beer as much as the Belgians is what we can say.
But we're not like war torn. You know what I mean?
I think Belgium's okay. I think there's other places you got to worry about, but I think Belgium. I think they're doing all right.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not that familiar. All right, here we go. We got question number 3.
If Belgium is war torn, then San Diego is also war torn. So.
Amen.
Here we go. All right, so we have a topographical map for you this time. What is this neutral European country whose flag is a white cross on a square red background? So which country is that? Is let me hit the right one. There we go. Your answers are Austria, France, Germany, and Switzerland. So once again, what is this neutral European country whose flag is a white cross on a square red background? Austria, France, Germany, or Switzerland?
We do a round about like breakfast cereals.
I think you are actually the second person to suggest that one, so we're going to have to do it next week. Yeah, my brother actually was like, "Can we do one about breakfast cereals?" Like, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely on board.
That's a good, like Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch.
Oh, dude, there's so
the-
many. Yeah. Okay. Breakfast cereals. It's coming up. You guys at home, watch out. We're gonna have a breakfast cereal around, son. All right, here we go. We have your answers for this one. Your answers that you went with. We had 1 for Germany and 7 for Switzerland. Your correct answer this time was Switzerland. Yes, Switzerland, a neutral country, and their flag is the white cross on the red field.
Oh, it's the Maldives.
Was it the Maldives? I thought it was the Maldives. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. All right, question number 4 for you this time. Now, this one, we're actually looking for the name of a state. You can kind of see it here at the bottom. Which Australian state is separated from the mainland? So what state is it that's separated from the mainland? Is it Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, or Victoria? Once again, which Australian state is separated from the mainland? Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, or Victoria? Tell me which one it is. You might get some points. Yes, the points are not guaranteed. You might get those points. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you put down. All right, we had 1 for Queensland. We had 8 of our answers for Tasmania. You guys are doing really well this time. Our correct answer this time was Tasmania. Yes, Tasmania was your correct answer. There we go. We have one more question, and we are going to do our mid-round breakdown and see where the standings are after question number 5. So here comes question number 5. For this one, we are looking for this South American country that's highlighted in red. So once again, out of all those countries in South America, which one's the one that's highlighted in red? Is it Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, or Paraguay? Once again, what South American country is highlighted in red?
It's Narcos Season 2.
That's right. Is it Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, or Paraguay? Tell me which one it is. You might get points. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you submitted. And then we're going to check in with those points. Here we go. We got a bigger spread this time. We had 3 for Bolivia. We had 4 for Ecuador. We had 2 for Paraguay. Your correct answer this time was Bolivia. Yes, that's where you'd find Bolivia if you were looking for it on a map. All righty. Let's see.
Come on.
Hey, I don't. I was almost said I don't write these questions. Like, wait, I kind of do.
I'm blind. I couldn't see where it was.
You couldn't tell where it's like, right? Which one's the red one there? Who knows? Who can tell? Anyways, let's see our standings through 5 questions. All right, we got another good round for our Suburban Rain crew. We've got Steelio in first with 470 points, Turbo with 378, and Suburban Rain in third, just 7 points behind for Darren. Then 21 points behind them, we have Mimi, Jason in 5th place with 300, and Big Fatty with 288 points. Big Fatty, just also say hey, because I still don't know who you are, but that's a great name. That's making me laugh every time I get to say it. But so this is a close game. We do have a lot of people getting our answers right. It's just coming down to that speed. So we're going to see what's going to happen as we do our second half of the round. All right, let's get into the second half of this round. 5 more questions to go. And question number 6 goes like this. The Dominican Republic and blank make up the island of Hispaniola in the Caribbean. Is it Bermuda, Haiti, Jamaica, or Puerto Rico? Once again, the Dominican Republic and blank make up the island of Hispaniola in the Caribbean. Is it Bermuda, Haiti, Jamaica, or Puerto Rico? Tell me which one it is. You're going to get those points. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you put down. All right, we had 1 for Puerto Rico. We had 8 for Haiti. Your correct answer was Haiti. Yes, Haiti, the other half of
the Fugees.
The Fugees, the other half of Hispaniola. All right, your next question, this time question number 7. For this one, we're looking for a body of water. What body of water is this? What body of water lies between Europe and Asia? Is it the Baltic Sea, the Black Sea, the Caspian Sea, or the Red Sea? So do you see what sea that is? Once again, what body of water lies between Europe and Asia?
Looks like a mustache.
It does look a little bit like a mustache. That is the Baltic Sea. Is that the Black Sea? Is that the Caspian Sea? Or is it the Red Sea? You tell me. You got 4 more seconds. All right, there you are. Your answer. Your time is gone. Your answers are in. You put down 1 answer for Baltic Sea, 6 for Black Sea, 22%, 2 answers for the Caspian Sea, no answers for Red Sea. Your correct answer was the Black Sea. Yes, that is the Black Sea. Here we had to color it blue though, so that way it didn't give it away. So that's why it's not the Black Sea there. No, just kidding. All right, question number 8 coming your way. What is the only Central American country without a coast on the Caribbean coastline? So once again, what is the only Central American country without a Caribbean coastline? Is that Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, or Honduras? So once again, what is the only Central American country without a Caribbean coastline? Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, or Honduras?
Epcot Center, Florida.
You think that's Epcot? I would say that's actually maybe
Epcot,
a good.
I could do that.
That might be a good pool for a future round. Hold on to that information. All right, answers coming your way for this one. We've got 4 for Costa Rica, 3 for El Salvador, and 1 each for Guatemala and Honduras. Your correct answer this time was El Salvador. El Salvador. Yeah. Melissa, you had that one right away. I actually heard you from here. Yeah, way to go. Are you familiar with El Salvador any particular way, or just like you saw it and just knew? You want to say that one more time? She just loves pupusas, she says. I'm right there with you. I love pupusas as well. But yeah, way to go. Yeah, that was a fantastic pull because that was a little bit harder for most of y'all. All right, question.
Great margaritas too.
Ooh, wait, I don't think I've ever had an El Salvadorian margarita. That sounds rad. Okay, now I'm thinking about dinner and margaritas. It's going to be a good night. All right, question number 9 coming your way. Question number 9. What is the capital? For this one, we are looking for the capital. What is the capital of this narrow South American nation within the Andes Mountains to the right and the Pacific Ocean to the left? So what's the capital of that country? Is it La Paz, Lima, Quito, or Santiago? Once again, what is the capital of this narrow South American nation with the Andes Mountains to the right and the Pacific Ocean to the left? Is it La Paz, Lima, Quito, or Santiago? You've got just a few more seconds to tell me. All right, 1 second left. There your answers go. Time gone by. The ones you went with, we had 1 each for La Paz and Quito, with 4 for Lima and 3 for Santiago. What country is that? I believe, yes, that is Chile, and the capital of Chile is Santiago. Yes, Santiago, Chile was your correct answer. All right, we have 1 more question for this round. After this question, we're going to declare our superior surveyor and the winner for this round. After that, we'll also check in with our 4 rounds of standings and see who's close to being a trivia traveler for the week. All right, question number 10 for you now. In 1976, a young gymnast from this country made Olympic history with 7 perfect 10 scores. What country is it? So this is a lot harder to identify without its neighbors. What country is that does have the gymnast with the 7 perfect 10s? Is that China, Poland, Romania, or Russia? Once again, in 1976, a young gymnast from this country made Olympic history with 7 perfect 10 scores. What country was it? Was it China, Poland, Romania, or Russia? Just 7 seconds left. Alrighty. We have our answers in. Let's see what y'all went with. All right, we had 2 for Poland, 6 for Romania, and 1 for Russia. Now, what country does that look like to you? I think that's Romania. Romania was your correct answer. I believe a gymnast by the name of Nadia. I don't know the last name, but Steele's letting us know he knew the gymnast as well. So way to go if that is correct. Steel, there's no bonus points for showing off, but there are points for getting those answers in faster. And we are going to see who got the answers in the fastest and declare our top 3. So here comes our team or player number 3 in third place. Hey, rocking another 693 points. It's Mimi here on the couch doing pretty well. In second, it's Turbo 734. Yeah. And in first place, who is it? But Steel. Wow, with our biggest points of the night. We are going to have an incredibly competitive game as we come out of that round. In fact, let's just get into it. Let's break down our 4 rounds of standings so far and see who's the closest to the Trivia Traveler. Now, in third place, we have, hey, Mimi right there in third place with 2,290 points. Now, those are the points from rounds 1 through 4. Turbo in second with 2,583. And I think we have a clue. Yes, Steel with 2,668 in first place through those 4 rounds. So it is an incredibly competitive game. But here's the thing, any round can change that, especially if it's your round. And then we also do have Darren with over 2,000 points, Adriana with over 1,800 points, Big Fatty 1,500. So it is anyone's game. These points do add up, and especially if you get caught in a round that you don't know what's going on. If you don't know that round, you might not get those points. So it's anyone's game there. I do want to give out that shout out again to Steel for being our superior surveyor. And even if you don't win the whole game, you still have a chance to win another one of those titles because we have 2 more rounds of trivia coming your way. This next trivia, we like to call this, what is this one called? I call it the happiest trivia on earth. That's because this trivia is going to be all about Disney parks. That's right. It's not about Disneyland not about Disney properties specifically, but kind of where in the world you're going to find different Disney parks. So kind of all over the world, all over the country, and maybe some of the things you're going to find
Walt
in
Disney
those.
World, Brooklyn.
Walt Disney, yeah. Hey, it might come up if that's a real thing. So yeah, questions about Disney parks around the world and what you might find inside them. Answer quickly to get the most points and be the person with the most points at the end of the round. We're going to declare that whoever has the most points at the end of this round is the person with the most expendable income playing tonight's trivia game, because you know that much about Disneyland. So we're going to have more trivia coming your way. Yeah, it's expensive.
I was going to say, because it's like, you know what's in all of those parks, right? Money.
A lot, yeah, lots and lots of money. It's one of those things.
That was way harsh, Ty.
Being a Southern California scumbag, Anaheim, Disneyland was my backyard as a kid. I used to go so much, and now it's just such, it's one of those things. I love that place. Legitimately, it was I also don't want to go that bad where I want to spend.
Are you crying?
A whole paycheck.
I'd rather have a colonoscopy.
It's one of those things where it's I'm good on spending that much money.
At least when I spend that much money, I know I'm leaving healthy, you know?
Right. It's like at least if you drop that on replacing your getting your radiator flushed, you're like, okay, cool. The car's healthy for a while. Then after this, you're just I just spent all that money and all I got was a sunburn and a churro. So, but yeah, I do enjoy going from time to time. If you're not a Disney person, this might be harder. If you are a Disney person, this might be your round. And if you're somewhere in between, you're going to take some good guesses and see how many points you can get. We've got more trivia coming your way.
What if you're a churro person?
If you're a churro person, maybe there's a question here.
All right.
Yeah, let's see. I'm not sure. I can't remember when I wrote it.
Fun will now commence.
%of all people know that.
just make sure everybody's following and subscribing out there. Make sure you tell your friends. Play separately if you can at home, and enjoy your Tuesday evening trivia here at the Trivia Tavern. That's right, Trivia Tavern.
It's okay, Darren. We just had to take a little break. I had to get another beer. You know, it happens sometimes. But so yeah, we're kicking off some more trivia coming your way. We have a whole round of trivia coming your way about Disney parks. All kinds of Disney-related theme parks, where you'd locate them, the things you'd find inside. You know, it's one of those things that, like, even though if you haven't gone in a while, or even if you don't go that much or don't really care for it, you do have some knowledge of kind of some of those things at Disneyland or those natures. It is that pervasive in the culture. So you probably maybe haven't had a Dole Whip, but you definitely know what they are. We're going to have more trivia coming your way in 90 seconds. 2 more rounds of trivia left for this night. All kinds of fun stuff. Our last round, our last round is tied into something else happening this week. So we're going to have fun with that too when we get there. We do have 1 more minute going until we get into this round of trivia. You guys know the rules. The faster you answer, the more points you get. That's right. The more points you get, the closer you are to winning. At the end of 10 questions, you will be the winner if you have the most points. We've decided for this round, whoever the winner is the person with the most expendable income in tonight's trivia game, because they know the most about Disney. It is very expensive to get to these places and enjoy them. So we're kicking this trivia off in 45 more seconds. What is he saying?
I want the
Botch
O.
foe.
He says botched toe, but I wanted just the O.
Just the
and
O.
It's just obviously too long.
That's all good. But yeah, so we got trivia coming your way in 30 seconds. All good, all kinds of fun stuff. And then we're going to have a round that is tied into a big holiday coming up just after this round. But we have 20 more seconds coming your way.
Secretary's Day.
Yes, that's right. Secretary's Day is coming up. Don't forget to get your secretary a gift if you have one. Yeah, what is it called now? Administrative assistance. Yes. I like, for me, it's just one of those things, like, I can never remember what day it is, period. It's like, is it Tuesday? Is it Monday? What day is it? If it's a holiday, forget it. All right, here we go. We have your first question for this round, and this one's about a land in Disneyland, but we're actually talking about its inspiration. Which of these movies inspired the creation of Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland? Is it Mary Poppins, Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Once again, which of these movies inspired the creation of Disney's Toontown at Disneyland? Mary Poppins, Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit? All right, you're going to have a few seconds to get those answers in. I count 5.
Forget it, Danny. It's Chinatown.
Forget it, it's Chinatown. That's right. No, it's Toontown. If you've ever seen the treatment for the original Who Framed, it was like way darker. And
You've seen Chinatown with
with Jack Nicholson, right?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great movie.
I mean, the whole subplot is like the same.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah. No, that's why it's like they can tell that they were clearly influenced by that style of movie when they made Roger Rabbit, one of the all-time just greatest movies of all time.
Technically amazing as well.
Since we're talking about it, might as well point out, yeah, we do have our answers here. We do have one for Fantasia, but most of our answers for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because that's the right answer. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So much interesting things coming out from that. One of my favorite bits of trivia, I don't know if you guys know this, but Eddie Murphy was originally offered the role of Roger Rabbit. Yeah, it would have been a very different movie, but he kind of read the script and was like, nah, that's some bullshit, and didn't want to do it. And then after that, the movie went on to make a bunch of money. You would have been like a star, it added to a star success. So when they offered him the script for Shrek, he looked at that script and was like, nah, this is some bullshit, but I'm going to do it. Because the last time I said that, it was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And so he decided to do it. And that's how you got Donkey with the voice he has. All right, question number 2. Which of these movies is featured in the newly revamped Splash Mountain ride at Florida's Disney World? So yeah, Florida just opened up a new version of Splash Mountain with a different setting. What movie provides that setting? Is it The Little Mermaid, The Princess and the Frog, Frozen, or Moana? Once again, which of these movies is featured in the newly revamped Splash Mountain ride at Florida's Disney World? Is it The Little Mermaid, The Princess and the Frog, Frozen, or Moana? Tell me which one it is. You're going to get those points. All right, our answers are in. Let's see what you put down. All right, bigger split this time. We did have one for The Mermaid. We had 63%, but 5 answers for The Princess and the Frog, and 2 for Moana. They're also going to change it here at Disneyland too. Your correct answer was The Princess and the Frog. Yeah, and some of the new animatronics do actually look pretty crazy cool. All right, question number 3 for you for this round. Now, every Disney park has a different princess castle as that castle at the center. So which Disney princess's castle is featured at Disney World? Yeah, so which one is that? Is it Snow White, Aurora's, Cinderella, or Belle's castle? Aurora is from Sleeping Beauty, in case you didn't know. So once again, which Disney princess's castle is featured at Disney World? Is that Snow White's castle, Aurora's castle, Cinderella's castle, or Belle's castle? You've got 7 seconds.
It's a trap.
Kim Kardashian.
You know what? I think the way Disney's trending, that's going to be her castle pretty soon. Let's see your answers that you guys went with. We had 2 for Snow White's castle, 1 for Aurora's, and 5 for Cinderella. Here at Disneyland in Anaheim, it's Aurora's castle for Sleeping Beauty, but in Disney World, it's Cinderella's castle. Yes, that is Cinderella's castle. It kind of helps out that it's a little bit of pink and a little bit of blue. All right, question number 4. Question number 4 for you. What was the first Disney resort to open outside of the United States? So we're looking for the first Disney resort outside of the U.S.
Compton.
Compton, located squarely outside of the U.S. All right, answers available for you are Euro Disney, Shanghai Disney, Hong Kong Disneyland, or Tokyo Disneyland. So we'll say that again. What was the first Disney resort to open outside the United States? Euro Disney, Shanghai Disney, Hong Kong Disneyland, or Tokyo Disneyland. About 8 more seconds coming your way.
40% of all people know that.
Maybe they do, Homer. Maybe they do. Let's see the answers that you went with. All right. We had most for answers broken up between Euro Disney and Tokyo Disneyland, 3 and 8 respectively. Your correct answer this time was Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland was our correct answer there. Yeah, that's a tougher one. So let's get into it in 5. We're going to have, at the end of 5, I should say, we're going to have our mid-round breakdown and declare who's doing the best halfway through.
Formerly known as Fukushima Disneyland.
Yeah, then they just one day they're like, we should stop doing this. Here we go. We have our next question. What city is home to the only Disney resort in Europe? So this one we're actually looking for the name of the city. So what city is home to the only Disney resort in Europe? Is it Paris, London, Rome, or Berlin? Once again, what city is home to the only Disney resort in Europe? Is that Paris, London, Rome, or Berlin? You tell me. You just might get those points.
I don't know.
All right, answer just about in. Let's see which ones you guys went with. All right, we had 75% of our answers for Paris, with 2 for London. Your correct answer, that is Disneyland Paris. Yes, Disneyland Paris pictured here. The famous castle at their Disneyland. I can't remember if that's Belle's or I think it might be Alice from Alice in Wonderland. I can't remember. All right, we have our next question for you. Oh, actually, let's go. You guys get a little preview of that
I
question
think
before
that's
we do that.
Elton John's castle.
Elton John's castle. His castle is famously in London, sir. No, let's just actually, before we get into our next question, let's check in with our mid-round standings. All right, so Jenny in third place with 324 points. Churbo, you're doing really well in this round too, boss. In second with 447, and Steel rocking it with 468 points. This is proving to be a little bit more of a trickier round. If you don't know these places, it can be a little bit harder for you if you're not a theme park nut like I am. But maybe these next questions have something more for you where you can take better guesses. So let's get into it with question number 6. Which Disney villain transforms into a fire-breathing dragon in the nightly Phantasmic stage show? So you can see a little bit of that dragon in the video there. What character turns into that dragon? Is it Ursula, Maleficent, the Evil Queen, or Hades? Once again, which Disney villain transforms into a fire-breathing dragon in the nightly show Phantasmic? Is it Ursula, Maleficent, the Evil Queen, or Hades? Heads up if you're not sure, the Evil Queen being the Evil Queen from Snow White. She straight up does not have a name. She's just the Evil Queen. Which is always something that's hilarious to me. It's like, oh yeah, just don't name her. She's just evil, and she's the queen, so that's who she is.
That's like Madonna.
All right. Answers that you guys went with. We had 2 for Ursula, 5 for Maleficent, and 1 for the Evil Queen. Your correct answer here this time was Maleficent. Yes, Maleficent was your correct answer. I don't know if y'all saw any of the TikToks or videos from when that dragon caught on fire last year or a couple years back, but it's like to watch something that has that much production behind it and then just this thing just totally fail in the craziest way possible of just like literally up in flames. It's quite comical to me. But the show's coming back soon, so neat. All right, question number 7. The centerpiece castle at Hong Kong Disneyland is known as the Castle of Magical Blank. So you're going to fill in the blank with one of these words. Fill in that blank with worlds, dreams, life, or experiences.
I was going to say dumplings.
That's not bad either, but once again, the centerpiece castle at Hong Kong Disneyland is known as the Castle of Magical. Is that the Castle of Magical Worlds, Castle of Magical Dreams, Castle of Magical Life, or Castle of Magical Experiences at Hong Kong Disneyland? All right, your answers are there. Let's see what you went with. All right, we had 1 answer for Worlds, 88% of the answers for Dreams. The correct answer this time, that is the Castle of Magical Dreams. Yes, the Castle of Magical Dreams. Not a Princess Castle. I believe it's the only one that does not have a Princess Castle associated with it. All right, question number 8. Now this one's one about money, and it's fascinating. What was the price of admission to Disneyland on opening day, July 17th, 1955? You're going to see some numbers coming your way. Was it $1, $1.50, $3, or $5? So once again, what was the price of admission to Disneyland on opening day, July 17th, 1955? Was it $1, Bob? Was it $1.50? Was it $3 or $5? All right, 5 more seconds. All right, our answers are in. Let's see which you thought it was. All right, we had 1 answer for $1, 5 for $1.50, and 2 for $5. Your correct answer. The cost of admission on opening day at Disneyland when it opened in 55 was $1, Bob. That's right. It was only $1 to get into Disneyland back in the day. It has changed quite a bit since then. So, yeah, and anytime I said we get the the 1 correct answer, we do like to shout it out. Way to go. Steel did have that one. Knew that it was $1 back in the day. But yeah, also always fun to say.
You don't even know it.
That's right. You're so money. But it's always fun to say $1, Bob. Anytime I get a chance to do that, I'm going to do it.
Was he there?
Was he there? You're going to have to ask him the next time you see him. All right, question number 9. What was the first audio animatronics attraction to open at Disneyland? So actually, this one we're looking for the name of one of the attractions at Disneyland. Which one was the first one with the audio animatronics?
The Michael Jackson Experience.
We had the Jungle Cruise, the Haunted Mansion, the Enchanted Tiki Room, and the Hall of Presidents. Once again, what was the first audio animatronics attraction to open at Disneyland? Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion, Enchanted Tiki Room, or the Hall of Presidents? I want to wait till she gets her answer in, but I heard Melissa say something funny. All right, 3 seconds left. Melissa, were you talking about Teddy Ruxpin over there when you saw that? Yeah. No, that's very much, as soon as you said it, I'm like, no, those are some big Teddy Ruxpin vibes. Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin, like, it's one of those things that was like really cute, but also semi-nightmare feel.
It's like...
It's very creepy. So yeah, let's see. Well, let's see what the answers you guys put down were. All right, so we had 1 for Jungle Cruise, we had 2 for the Haunted Mansion, we had 2 for the Enchanted Tiki Room, and 4 for the Hall of Presidents. Your correct answer, actually, it was Mr. Lincoln. Actually, your correct answer was the Enchanted Tiki Room. The Enchanted Tiki Room was actually the first one at Disneyland to feature the audio animatronics, which it's one of those things, like if you actually go into the Enchanted Tiki Room, you can tell it's the first one because all the animatronics are loud as hell. They still have a lot of clack because they're still using a lot of the original parts.
In the corners of the room.
Well, that's the thing is it's all over the room. But what's a trip is you can tell it's the oldest because there's just so much built-in racism. Like all of the parrots are like, okay, cool. This is the French parrot, and she like wears like a feather boa and has like the most heavy-handed French accent. And then they turn over to like Jose, and he's the Mexican parrot. And like there's a German parrot, and it's like they lean so hard into every stereotype. Like, how this is still going? Okay, yeah, I mean, so it's fine. It's still kind of funny, but it's just like, yeah, it's definitely the oldest one there for a reason.
I thought that was a bar.
You thought that was a bar, the Enchanted Tiki? No, they do. Now, there is an Enchanted, or there's a bar at Disneyland that has animatronics, and it's based off of one of the guys from the Jungle Cruise, Sam something. Trader Sam's, that's what it's called. So yeah, that's the bar at Disneyland that has animatronics. I know my Disney stuff. I do have bionic ears. I know. Speak really low. Oh no, here's what I'm gonna say about this. Anytime you guys play trivia with me, I can pick up what people are saying. I have what I like to call metiche ears. If you don't speak Spanish, my favorite word in Spanish is metiche. It's basically somebody who's a busybody, somebody who wants to know the drama. I want to know the chisme, and so I feel like my ears have evolved to just pick up, like, what did they say? I need it just. Spanish words are always getting in your way. I'm not sure if there's a word for that one. I only know this word because I like it so much. All right, Jeff is getting very distracted.
Well, we're in the Enchanted Tiki Room.
That's very good. I was like, what's happening? Did I lose Jeff in this middle of this? No, that's hilarious. Very good, Jeff.
No, man, that's classic.
That was very good comedy. I like that. We were in the Enchanted Tiki Room. Fantastic.
I swear to God, not to delay this any further, but I swear to God, I was waiting for anybody
I noticed
to make
it.
the tiki joke. Because
right.
we're in the tiki bar.
Room. Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even think about it. I was too busy getting all worked up about the racist parrots. All right, here we go. We have one more question. Sometimes certain things stick out.
And racism now.
And racism, yeah, just in general. Anyways, guys, we have one question left for this round. After this round, we're going to declare our winner for our Disney Parks trivia. Let's see how you do with this last question. What is the name of the full-size sailing ship that circles Disneyland's rivers of America? So yeah, they have a full-size sailing ship that goes around that section of the park. What is the name of that ship? Is it the Enterprise, the Endeavor, the Discovery, or the Columbia? Once again, what is the name of the full-size sailing ship that circles Disneyland's rivers of America? Is it the Enterprise, the Endeavor, Discovery, or Columbia? Tell me the name of that ship and you're going to get those points.
The USS Al Gore.
The what?
The USS Al Gore.
No, it's the U.S. Sal Gore.
Oh, that's
USS
I've heard of that
Al
one.
Gore.
That's why. Anyways, let's see what you guys put down. All right, answers in. We have a dead
look at that spread.
even tie. 2 answers for each one. 2 for Enterprise, 2 for Endeavor, 2 for Discovery, and 2 for Columbia.
That's the first time for sure.
That is definitely the first time we've ever had a
10
direct,
shows. Yeah, that's great.
Those are the last 4
split.
places I've bought cocaine from.
You know what? You're on the right track. Your correct answer here is Columbia. Yes, that is the ship Columbia that sails around Disneyland. So yeah, we did get a little in the weeds there. Maybe more in the river for that one. So let's see our standings after 10 questions. Let's declare our top 3 and our third place winner for this round. Hey, it's Jenny Jenny Saipa. Yeah, or Jenny Saipa. Jenny, way to go in third place. In second with 537, it's Turbo. Turbo racking up those points. And in first place, once again, it is Steel. Steel might be running away with it. He has the most expendable income because he knew those Disney parks better than anybody else. Yes. But no, way to go. Yeah, what's up, bud?
Mitch Dodge on the board.
Oh, Mitch Dodge jumped on. Oh, yeah, there he is. Mitch Dodge jumped in.
Hey, welcome, Mitch.
Yeah, way to go, Mitch. Thanks for playing and jumping in with us. You actually got here in time. We're going to have one more round of trivia coming your way, so you still have a chance to win one of those fun titles. We do have another round, and we're going to keep stacking up those points to declare who is our trivia traveler. So we're going to kick off our last round in just a second. And as we get ready for this last round, well, you know, we got a very important holiday coming up very soon this week. It is going to be
Administrative Professionals Day.
That's right. We talked about it earlier, Administrative Professionals Day. No, we have on Thursday, the 4th of July, America's birthday. So this next round, it's a revolution, baby. That's right, because this next round is all about Revolutionary War history. Yeah, I want to round it out on a harder one. So this one might be a little bit more challenging, but I always like history rounds, especially because this is the time to talk about it. This is a whole round dedicated to Revolutionary War history. The faster you answer, the more points you get. At the end of the round, we're going to call you a Yankee Doodler if you are getting the most points. And I'm actually going to change the spelling so that way dude is in that title.
So just to be clear, the round is not about babies.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is not about babies. It is about revolution.
Not about revolving babies either. Putting them around and around and around. No.
Is it about rotisserie chicken?
No rotisserie baby chickens. No. No rotations. No.
With the butter and stuff?
You can't. Those babies are never going to get 710s without any of those rotations. But there are no rotations. So we have a whole round of trivia coming your way about the Revolutionary War that has nothing to do with any of the things that we just said. If you are the winner at the end of this round, we're going to call you the Yankee Doodler because you're going to be that dude who knows the most about the Yankees.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doodler.
Doodler, yeah.
Like doodles like drawing?
You know,
doodles like dude.
Well, originally I had it written like drawings, but then I was like, you know what? There's a better word there. And it's like, yeah, dude. Put dude in the middle. It's like you're Yankee Doodler instead of Yankee Doodle.
Yeah, that's
right?
fun. It's fun.
I like it. Stuff. So yeah, 5 minutes until we have our Revolutionary War trivia. If you guys haven't already, just, do all those fun things like liking us, subscribing to us, making sure you're sharing the channel when you get the chance, following us on Twitch if you're doing that.
We'll take a kidney. I'll take a kidney.
Yeah, take a kidney. If you got just like some loose cigarettes, maybe send those our way. No, we're going to have a good time with more trivia coming your way in less than 5 minutes.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we got Mitch Dodge in our Twitch chat. He's just like, I like these smooth jams. These are good jams. That's true. Yeah, that's very true, Mitch. If you ever want to be the backing track for the Trivia Tavern,
Mitch Dodge.
Jeff is saying,
a smooth
Yeah, Mitch,
jam.
just license your tracks to us, dude.
yeah, we'll be able to do it. But either way, we appreciate that you're here, Mitch. That's so cool that you came and play with us. I wish I would have had another wrestling round in the chamber just to switch it up for you, but unfortunately, you got to do a round about Revolutionary War. But I think you're going to know a lot of
I think
these.
one of the answers could still be like Roddy Piper.
Oh yeah, well he was there. I don't think a lot of people remember, but Roddy Piper was one of the founding fathers.
I think I slightly remember that. Slightly.
I remember too. Yeah, because Roddy Piper, he was with Lafayette and doing that whole thing, and meanwhile Hulkamania was just running wild all down the eastern colonies.
Wow,
it was running wild.
I knew we had an advantage.
And Domaniac, his role as Domaniac on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, right.
Where he goes, "Oh, you have kids?" No, not anymore.
I forgot about that. That's
He's
pretty great.
like, I don't know if you guys have, like, I heard him on like the Rogan podcast, and he went through some serious shit, like with his back. He was like addicted to fentanyl and stuff.
All of those wrestlers. Oh man, I could do a whole like trivia just about like
if he
the tragedies of that have
started
fallen to
doing
wrestlers.
movies after that, or was it They Live? You know, if he would have started doing just movies.
Are we talking about Hogan or Piper?
Piper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Piper could have totally been like big time actor, but yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, I see too. Dodge is pointing out, like for us wrestling fans, I don't know anybody else, but I know I am. We got Money in the Bank this weekend, which should be fun. It's one of my favorite wrestling pay-per-views. So yeah, Mitch, come back next week. We'll talk about it. I'm really curious about who's going to win this year.
Big Jello wrestling fan.
Piper's Canadian. Is he really? I did not realize that, Darren. I would have guessed, because like I obviously he didn't talk with the Scottish accent. But it's just like in my head, I just always figured, yeah. But so Canada, one of the best factories of professional wrestlers there is. Canada, Mexico, and the United States all have very distinct wrestling styles. This next round, by the way, has nothing to do with professional wrestling. Just wanted to point that out. I just got stuck on my tangent because it's something I do enjoy and love, and maybe I will subject you to more of it. So yeah, we'll have that coming up sometime. But we do have one last round of trivia to go tonight, and this round of trivia is all about Revolutionary War history. So yeah, if you haven't already scanned that QR code, get in the game. We are kicking this one off in just a minute. Steele's letting you know, Turbo, they live for movie night. He's recommending it.
Okay, but this next week is Joe versus the Volcano. Joe versus the Volcano.
I wonder who wins.
Not tomorrow, right?
I mean, yeah.
Tomorrow's Joe versus the Volcano?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow. Well, I'll put it up tonight, yeah.
Okay.
Joe versus Volcano. Enjoy.
All right, with that, we have our final round of the game kicking off in less than 5 seconds. This is our last question, our last set of questions for this round. 10 more questions, all multiple choice, all about Revolutionary War history. All right, here comes our first question of the round. And for this one, I actually want you to identify a person. Which of these founding fathers is Benjamin Franklin, an instrumental player in the American Revolution? So which one of these guys is Ben Franklin? There's just 4 pictures there. Some of you can kind of see all of the people, but those are the portraits because we did not have real pictures. So which one of those people do you think is Ben Franklin? Top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right? You can tell me which one you think is Ben Franklin, and I just might give you some points if you get it right.
I mean, all white people look the same to me, so.
It's fair. Big time fair.
Benjamin Franklin.
Adriana was also telling us that Darren got to go to Disneyland for the first time when he was 40. So that's actually really cool. I'm stoked that you got to check that out. But yeah, sometimes we all don't get to be as privileged as I was of going all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, that tells you how high the prices are.
Right.
I mean, you had to wait till he was 40 to be able to get it.
Just save up that much money to go to Disneyland. It's like
yeah,
saving.
Disneyland, lower your prices.
All right, let's see the answers y'all went with. We had 100% of it for the man with the bifocals. That's because he invented them. It's Benjamin Franklin. Yes, sir. Benjamin Franklin right there getting you those points. All right, let's see your second question for this round. Now, for this one, the New England colonial militia forces during the Revolutionary War were known as what? That's right. What did they call the militia during that war? Answers for you are Johnnies, Bluecoats, Doughboys, or Minutemen. So once again, The New England colonial militia forces during the Revolutionary War were known as what? Johnnies, Bluecoats, Doughboys, or Minutemen?
Also, 4 drugs I just purchased.
Doughboys. I consider myself a doughboy. I love donuts. I love pizza dough. I mean, it doesn't even have to have a pizza there. I'll just eat it. Anyways.
Doughboy is heroin with maple syrup.
With that, let's see the answers you guys went with. We had 4 for Bluecoats and 5 for the Minutemen. Your correct answer this time. They had to get ready really quickly. That's why they were known as the Minutemen. Yes, the Minutemen, your correct answer. Mitch riffing with you there, Ricardo. He was just saying, like, yeah, man, you can't do shit these days. Like, it's expensive out here, man. But, we do what we do. All right, we got question number 3 for you coming this time. Through which colony did Paul Revere make his famous midnight ride to warn of approaching British troops? So tell me the colony that he rode through. Was it New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, or Delaware?
A colony of owls.
A colony of owls. That's a colony of ants, sir. We know that they travel in parliaments.
It all comes back from previous rounds,
right?
Guys. You gotta, that's why you gotta spend all the rounds. You get jokes.
You get the recurring
joke.
bits. Yeah, you don't get the in jokes till you get to the last rounds because you have to do the first rounds to get there. But which was it that he rode through? Let's go through the answers that you guys gave me. Your answers this time, we had 67% for Massachusetts with 33% for Delaware. Your correct answer this time is Massachusetts. Massachusetts is your correct answer. So way to go if you knew he took his midnight ride through Mass. All right, here we go. We got question number 4 for you this time. The first battle of the Revolutionary War, Lexington and Concord, famously commenced with the blank. Fill in the blank for this history question. Now your options are the loudest bang, the shot heard round the world, the cry of liberty, or the drums of war. So once again, the first battle of the Revolutionary War, Lexington and Concord, famously commenced with the blank. Was it the loudest bang, the shot heard round the world, the cry of liberty, or the drums of war? You've got about 4 more seconds. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you submitted. Now your answers this time, we had 2 for the loudest bang, 5 for the shot heard around the world, and 1 each for the drums of war and cry of liberty. Your correct answer this time, that's known as the shot heard round the world. Yes, the first shot fired at Lexington and Concord, known as the shot heard round the world, which is super hyperbolic because I'm pretty sure it never left Lexington and Concord. You can't really hear it that far. Anyways, just messing around.
Can't you?
You might be able to. I'm just saying, like, you might be able to hear it like a town over, but like 2 towns, that's crazy. That's not happening. You're not hearing it around the world. I can't hear.
Not 2 towns.
I can't hear what my neighbor does next door. Like, it's not happening. All right, here we go. We got your next question. After this one, we're checking in with our 5th question, halfway of the round breakdown. Question number 5. In what European city did the colonists and England sign the treaty to end the Revolutionary War in 1783? So we're looking for a city's name for this question. So where did they sign that treaty? Was it Paris, London, Berlin, or Madrid? Once again, in what European city did the colonists and England sign the treaty to end the Revolutionary War in 1783? Paris, London, or Berlin, or Madrid?
Jamaica.
My favorite country, or my favorite city in Europe. All right, answers for you this time.
You bet.
We have 1 for each London, Berlin, and Madrid, with 6 for Paris. Your correct answer this time, it's known as the Treaty of Paris. Yes, Paris was your correct answer. And I did make Paris an answer twice in the same game, actually in back-to-back rounds, because I'm a rascal. All right, we have
you
5.
Dirty rat.
I had to do it to you. All right, we have 5 answers down. Let's see our standings halfway through this round. Steele's having an incredible night with 460 points, and then Darren right behind him with 431. It's actually a 2-way tie with 431 because Turbo, you're right there, tied
right
in
there.
second. Yeah. And then we got Big Fatty. So technically you're in 4th, but you're right there behind everybody. in that third spot because the other two guys do have a tie for you. Maybe these questions go your way and you can punch into that top 3 or maybe take that top spot. And then we got the rest of our points coming in. It is a little bit of a harder round, so I did want to, just teach us all a little bit as we get ready for this 4th of July. We have 5 questions left before we call it a night here, and let's get into our 6th question for the round. All right, question number 6. Now for this one, I'm actually going to ask you to type in an answer. You're going to fill in that blank by typing in the name I'm looking for. So Benedict Blank, a major general in the Continental Army, defected to the British side in 1779. What is the name of that Benedict? Is it... Well, yeah, you can tell me now. Answers are open. Go ahead and type in that name, Benedict Blank, a major general in the Continental Army, defected to the British side in 1779. Name that Benedict.
I love Eggs Benedict.
This guy wouldn't be good at my Monday night trivia because he wouldn't follow rules number 3 of don't be a dick. He'd be a Benedict. Yeah.
I like that.
That's a very dumb joke, but I couldn't help myself. All right, let's see the answers that you went with. You had shout out to the 2 people who put Cumberbatch. That is a fantastic answer.
No way, that's great.
I gotta check that in just a second. That is fantastic. Your correct answer was Benedict Arnold. Oh man, I keep thinking about what are the best moments of this show that we've had where I'm like, I want to put together trailers for it so we can put
like last week somebody had Poopa Whoop or something.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So I was like, but this is fantastic. The Benedict Cumberbatch answer and the fact that there was 2 people both went with it. So let's see. Jenny, or I'm not sure who. Let's see. The question was for that one. Jenny and Jason, the way to go. They're one of my favorite couples in the world. So you guys belong to each other now that we know that you guys both went with that. That is my fantastic. That's just fantastic. Everybody loves that. All right, we have your next question for this round. For this one, I'm looking for a color. What colorful book of soldier regulations did the Continental Army adopt in 1779? Now, answers for you are Blue Book, Green Book, Red Book, and Yellow Book. So once again, what colorful book of soldier regulations did the Continental Army adopt in 1779? Was it Blue Book, Green Book, Red Book, or Yellow Book? And then Steele had a movie show recommendation. Churn, which was a show on AMC, was like a Revolutionary War drama. And it's one of those things, if you actually do look into it, it's there was an incredible amount of espionage in that war of just regular people yeah, okay, I'm just going to take this bomb down the street now. So yeah, that's it. Wow. I have heard really good things about that show.
Turn? Is it Turn?
Yeah, it's just called Churn.
T-U-R-N.
T-U-R-N.
From
yeah.
AMC.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. All right, let's see the answers you guys went with. We had a good split this time. We had 4 answers for Blue Book. We had 2 for Green Book. We had 2 for Red Book and 1 for Yellow Book, and all of them in the colors that they are. Your correct answer this time was, if you guessed the Blue Militia or the Blue Coats earlier, you were close because it was the Blue Book. Blue Book was your correct answer that time. All right, we have 3 more questions to go for this one. I believe this next question, yes, it's about a disease. General George Washington mandated inoculation for all Continental Army soldiers against what disease blank in 1777? Yeah, so mandated vaccines, they weren't a new thing. Once again, General George Washington mandated inoculation for all Continental Army soldiers against blank in 77. Was it tuberculosis, the whooping cough, smallpox, or the measles? I'll give that to you again. General George Washington mandated inoculation for all Continental Army soldiers against blank in 77. Tuberculosis, whooping cough, smallpox, or the measles. All right, you have a few more seconds for those answers.
Definitely not COVID.
Definitely not COVID. I mean, it's one of those things 200 years later, you're just oh, wow, it's still doing that stuff. All right, let's see our answers coming your way. We had 2 for tuberculosis, 6 for smallpox, and 1 for the measles. Your correct answer this time was smallpox. Yes, smallpox was your correct answer. It's funny that we got a woo for smallpox. Anytime I have a trivia question where the answers are to disease, it's always like, yeah, I'm going to say the right answer. You're going to want to cheer, but you also don't want to cheer. It's a very strange place to be in, right?
I feel that medium pox and large pox are underrepresented.
Right. Yeah. There's no tiny pox. There's no, like why you can only get them in one size and it doesn't fit all. That's terrible. All right. Question number 9 coming your way. What group organized the Boston Tea Party in December of 1773? This is also not, this is a reenactment in case you thought that might be live. That's not what the Tea Party looked like. So what group organized the Boston Tea Party in 73? Was it the Fathers of America, the Daughters of the Revolution, the Children of Justice, or the Sons of Liberty? So all these familiar names going around. Which one's the right one? What group organized the Boston Tea Party in December of 73? The Fathers of America, the Daughters of the Revolution, the Children of Justice, or the Sons of Liberty? Just a few seconds left.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy is a great name. I think that's because this one was taken. That's why they didn't go with this one. But they got a good backup name. All right, answers available, or answers you went with. We had 1 for the Daughters of the Revolution and 8 for the Sons of Liberty, or 88% for the Sons of Liberty, rather. Your correct answer, they were the Sons of Liberty. Yes, Sons of Liberty, your correct answer that time. All right, now we're going to have 1 question left, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is going to be our last question of the night coming your way. After we do this question, we're going to declare our winner for the round. And also, we're going to go over our final standings and talk about the Trivia Traveler. Let's see what happens with our last question for this round. Revolutionary War hero Marquis de Lafayette is buried in Paris with dirt from Boston's blank. So we're looking for actually a place in Boston where they grab some dirt for this funeral. Answers available for you are Barrett Farm, Castle Island, Dorchester Heights, or Bunker Hill. So once again, Revolutionary War hero Marquis de Lafayette is buried in Paris with dirt from Boston's Barrett Farm, Castle Hill, Dorchester Heights, or Bunker Hill. I did have to make one a little bit harder just to see who would get it this time.
Tom Brady's house.
Tom Brady's house is a great answer. All right, we do have our answers in. Let's see what you went. Oh, we had 100% of our answers here for Bunkers Hill. It is the one that feels like a place you've heard of, and it's the correct answer. Yes, Bunkers Hill was your correct answer there. So then it's going to come down to the speed with which you answered. All right, let's declare our top 3 for this round and our Trivia Traveler. All right, so let me... Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Right button this time. Here come our winners. In 3rd place, let's see what points they have. In 3rd place, we have Darren Suburban Rain with 695 points. Way to go, Darren. In 3rd place, Hey Turbo in 2nd with 816 points. And we're seeing his name at the top. It's Steelio. Yes, Steel. Once again, I think
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Steel had another incredible game today. And actually, most of us,
There's
check
so
it out.
money and you don't even know
I
it.
always like pointing this out. Most of us did get most of the correct answers right for that round. It's just that little difference of the, speed at which you do it. And so, hey, even if you didn't get all those points, you at least knew a lot of the stuff there for the Revolutionary War history. Congratulations. You all get to take place in July 4th this year. We're going to take it away from you if you didn't do good. I have that power.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so let's see our standings as we get ready to kill it and call it a night here at the Trivia Tavern.
Fun will now commence.
I do think we have a good idea who might be 1st place, but I do want to see who 3rd and 2nd are here. So yeah, 3rd place coming your way. It's Hey Darren in 3rd place with 3,117 points. And in 2nd here in the studio, it's Turbo with 3,936 points. And in 1st place with 4,323 points, winning 2 weeks in a row. It's Steel. Way to go. Yeah. Well, way to go, Darren. Yeah.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. That's right.
It's a trap.
But yeah, way to go to everybody who joined us and played with us tonight. It was so much fun. I always have a good time playing with you guys. Yeah, if you guys are checking out those standings now, it's always a hard game, and sometimes you get your categories. You can always check out, too, how many of the questions you got right. Like, everybody in our top 8, it looks like they had over 40% over 60% of the correct answers for the game. Let me see if I can pull it up, the multi-game players. Yeah, so Steel had 48 out of 60 correct answers, but Turbo 46.
40% of all people know that.
It's actually pretty cool. So looking up, because you guys here on the couch, you guys were our 4th place team. You had 3,100. I didn't even notice this till I looked at it right now, actually.
Yes.
Darren beat you by 1 point. Did you guys see that?
That bastard.
Yeah, and what's crazy?
No way.
What's crazy is you guys got more answers right than Darren. So you guys had.
Of course we did. We're not Canadian.
Well, you guys.
Right. Well, the point, the time, the fastness.
Fastness. Well,
that's why you can fat finger. So if you're not getting pushing the edge of fat fingering, you're not answering fast enough.
That is true.
And
I would say, Danny, what do you think?
Answers.
I would say mostly that your initial reaction is probably correct.
So usually, yeah, right? Like, so we talk about, like, there's, like, a Jeopardy principle of it, where it's, like, usually your first guess is going to be your best guess, where it's, like, the question usually is an answer where the answer makes a lot of sense to you. It's something you've heard of and stuff like that. So that usually does happen. Your first guess is going to be your best one, because sometimes you're just going to talk yourself out of the answer. That's not always true, right? It can always go sideways. But yeah, it was just kind of cool to check out that, yeah, Darren had 36 correct answers, but still, because he had that speed, was able to edge out you guys by just 1 point.
Way to go. Way to go.
Yeah.
And you guys are playing in studio, for crying out loud. You get an extra 2.5 second.
I don't know. It's quite that.
Did you hear something?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, just, it's all good. So either way, congratulations, Darren. Congratulations, Turbo. Congratulations, all y'all. Thank you guys for playing with me, as always. I know with, the holiday, it's a little bit of a different week, but don't worry. We are still back here next week for more trivia here at the Trivia Tavern next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And, tell your friends, have fun, make a party out of it, always have a good time with it.
Right, because the more people that you have in your group, the more chances you are of getting the right answers.
Yeah. So there's always different ways to play it. I think it's cool if, like, you guys want to play it, challenge each other with your group of friends. If you want to get together and just try to guess together, that's also cool. We've had teams actually win the whole night that way, which was really fun. So all kinds of ways to win. Either way, I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank Melissa and Ricardo for playing trivia with me tonight. You guys have a good time? Yeah. Thank you guys for playing. I want to thank, as always, our engineer for just taking care of it, locking it down, and making everything
Thank you so much,
run
Danny.
here.
And also, Danny, don't forget
Thank
yourself.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you guys. I love doing it. I love having a good time with you.
Get
if you guys
barreled.
are watching too, and you guys haven't already, one of the best places you can find out, make sure you get those login codes. Make sure you're following. I'm going to start promoting it more to our Instagram. I'll start having it somewhere where you can click through. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. That way, if you're here in the San Diego area, you can know about what trivias I'm running, what's going on. But then also that way too, you'll just see me but post the live link in the stories every day before we run the Trivia Tavern. So that way you make sure you never miss a trivia episode. So yeah, just want to say thank you guys in the chat. Thank you, Steel. Steel saying he's going to accept tribute next week. He's like, yeah, you're going to have to come back into the studio. If you can do it 3 weeks in a row, we're going to have to come up with a special title for you, because that would be very impressive. You're going for the turkey next time. Either way,
the whole enchilada.
The whole enchilada, yeah. But yeah, that's going to do it for us here at the Trivia Tavern. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. I'm just going to sign off from here, get him a belt. That's not a bad idea. I like that idea. Just have one, be like, cool. At the end of the night, hold it up, be like, your name would be here if I could just give this to everybody else. All right, y'all. That's it. We're done. We're calling it a night. Until next time, we will see you here. Stay thirsty. No, that's somebody else's catchphrase. Whatever. We'll see you next time at the Trivia Tavern.
Yeah.